Hello everybody and welcome back. Oh my god, CivFR Squadrons is on fire. We only got one, or I should say a few games to go from this quarter, and we're gonna go into the qualifiers for the CWC to see what they're gonna do over there. The wildcard tournament already started and we do have quite a few games this week. Tonight we're gonna see a game between ProjectConquerors and Salt, Chilli&Pepper. I do hope it's gonna be spicy, and of course I do want to say hello to everybody. Welcome guys, Anthony. Good evening, sir. Baraglov. Bonsoir, monsieur. Bienvenue. I'm so sorry we don't have actually a friend streamer for tonight, but I do hope you're gonna have a good time with me tonight. Also, I did see Rafifi. Bonsoir, monsieur. Bienvenue. Hello, sir. Indeed, it is amazing to actually see what ChatGPT can do, sir. It is unbelievable. I've seen Natro. Good evening, sir, and welcome, Muzzle Chen. Hello there, and thank you so much for welcoming me back. I do hope tonight is gonna be awesome. We do have Lollipop Save Ni Hao. Hello and welcome, sir. Hello. Parker C, thank you so much for the follow and welcome to the channel. Bloody Butter. Good evening, sir. I was so sorry I didn't actually respond to that message. I was just having a few problems with the bitrate, so I had to switch servers really quickly. But I do hope everything is fine now. At least that's what it says. Also, hello, Boubsho, thank you so much, and a big shout out to the man, the only, who picked up that first promotion. Buonasera indeed. Mbande next. Well, we're gonna need to see if the players are gonna go for Kongo tonight. Battle for Ashes. Good evening, sir, and welcome. Is that actually? I think that is actually Jack from ProjectConquerors. He has been playing for quite a few games on this team, and they invited him in. He said yes, and there we have it. We got JackTheRipper with Cemetaire, Alpha G82, and the MeuhMeuh coming up over here for ProjectConquerors. On the other side, we do have Tearty, Boubsho, Orval, and Exvupur for Salt, Chilli&Pepper. We've seen them a few times actually on this season, or in this season and the previous season, and I do have to point out that we did have a bit of a fast track over here through the map choices. It looks like they did choose 7 seas, which does mean that there might be some naval, skirmishes here and there. Maybe we're gonna see some empires being taken over. You never know. Of course, in the active ban phase, they are gonna probably prioritize as much as possible taking away the civilizations they know that are preferred by their opponents, and also they don't want to have them in the game to handle that power spike. But we do have Maya coming up first, with Basil the second coming up second. Looks like Spain is going to be the third one to be taken out. Scotland is the fourth one, and 2 more choices are departing the players from actually picking those civilizations. Now Basil the second over here and banned by team 2. I do believe this feels like a targeted ban, especially since JackTheRipper is in the game. He has been a favorite of this civilization, or I should say he has been favoriting this civilization for some time. I would expect him to go for something like Hungary, or well, I guess we're gonna see if Aztec is gonna be his choice. And of course, it does matter quite a bit how they will think about their choices throughout the team. How will the mix of the civilizations be? We do have Japan in the 5th slot over here. It looks like they only have one more choice to go to ban one of the powerful civilizations, or another one of the powerful civilizations of the naval kind, or let everybody in, like that's an option. We've seen it multiple times. I wouldn't be surprised if they're gonna pick in the first 4 at least 2 of those naval powers. Of course, we got England, Victoria, we got England, Age of Steam, we got Dido, we got Norway. Oh, we don't have Norway. I'm sorry. That's the last one, actually. That's the last one. That's a powerful one. Good choice over there. Taking out Norway in the 6th ban. We do have the MeuhMeuh actually on the buttons right now, picking up his civilization. He has 40 seconds to go, and indeed we do have Mbande survived the draft. Greece also there. Also, we do have Russia. We do have quite a few powerful civilizations like Vietnam, Gaul, that are going to be available for the players to pick from. Also, Viselectra, hello there, sir, and welcome. Hemelig Bruken Naven, hello there, sir. How are we today? I'm fine, catching up, trying to get back to work and everything. I'm so sorry for the last few days. It is what it is. I would prefer not to talk about it though, because there's some things that I should actually keep like in private, and some things that everything is on stream. The MeuhMeuh coming up with Victoria, Age of Empire. Empire in the pick, in the first pick here. We do have Tearty and Boubsho coming up next, and Alpha G is gonna finish the second pick of his team of ProjectConquerors. Now Tearty and Boubsho, well, they do need to pick a counter for Victoria if it's gonna start like that, and I'm feeling Dido over here, but of course Australia could be also a choice. We've seen Kublai China also be very good when it comes to those cannibal timings, but no, they're actually gonna go for a land civilization, coming up with Ambiotics as the second choice here, or I should say the first choice of salt, chili and pepper. Oh my god, I love that name, by the way. And you know, hello there, sir, and good evening, welcome. Looking at them, they are kind of running down the clock here, and it seems like we're gonna need to see them. Well, we're gonna need to wait for them to think about their choices, think very hard how they're actually going to try to play this, because they do have quite a challenge in front of their faces right now between themselves, and I do believe both teams actually want to get the points. One of the few final points, matches of this season over here. But Dido, I mean, I hope it's Dido. I'm thinking Dido. It doesn't look like it's speaking Dido. There is a command, by the way, that I put in. There we go. In Division 2, we're in the Division 2. So if you click on that link, oh, wait a second, we got Mbande. Boubsho actually picking up Mbande. That is gonna be the new Congo leader. We've seen her being played out so many times in the last few months, of course, since it was introduced, and I do believe we are in for a show here. I hope it's not gonna be one of those triple continent splits for Mbande, because you know that's gonna be a big boo-boo.
On spot hype.
Yay, Banka, thank you so much for the prime. Good evening, merci beaucoup, monsieur. No naval on 7 seas. Well, I hope. I mean, I wouldn't actually pick abiotics for a naval civilization. Yes, it can do harbors, but it's definitely not ideal. Mbande here definitely likes to be on land, likes a lot of land, doesn't want to be, you know, on the seas to actually have like half of its land taken out. But at the same time, you know, it can do harbors. So I don't know, they're just ignoring the seas over here, which is fine. I mean, we've seen it multiple times being played out like this. Even on the 7 seas, you have a lot of land to develop in, and I do believe a lot of the times you can try to stay away from the coast. The problem is you might end up on some of those weird peninsulas, and oh my god, that's actually going to be a problem, a big problem. We've seen it actually ended up with we've seen games ending up with a lot of remaps because of those peninsulas over there, like 2 tile islands and so on. Ooh, that's nasty, bro, nasty. Anyway, Bolivar coming up as a choice. MeuhMeuh and Alpha G were there writing very fast because they couldn't find it as soon as the clock ran down. And of course, Simon Bolivar, we've seen it multiple times how it does very well in these games. Now we're gonna need to see if this is gonna be one of them. We do have Arabia coming up in the 7th choice of a ban phase, and of course 3 more choices are remaining for the players to choose from. Still, there are a lot of very good civilizations on this map, and I do believe the players are how to say, experienced enough to actually play each and every one of them. But I love also pointing out something really good. Zulu can play on 7 seas, but I'm not so sure they're actually gonna want it. They did take out Dido here, so another one of the powers on the seas has been struck down. That was one of the counters for Victoria. But like I mentioned, there are actually multiple ones that can be played out. Now we're gonna need to see what the players choose here. 7 seas, man, 7 seas. Also, Simon Bolivar plus Pig, Zulu is still here. Yes, it is. Remember what happened to anybody the last time on 7 seas? Well, yeah, I remember. It's true, Zulu has no bias and often finish on the coast. Yeah, how many times we saw him on an island? Oh my god, I remember Task for Fish actually spawning on an island over there. Oh, that was painful to watch, man. That was quite painful. I think I would have picked Dido and banned more navals. I mean, yeah, I'm thinking the same, but I'm not sure exactly why they're going this way. Anyway, it is what it is. It is their choice. Sometimes the players do pick according to, first of all, their preferences, second of all, their most experienced ones, and third of all, a lot of the times on what they deem it's necessary for the team here. Now this is division 2. Of course, a lot of the teams are still learning the ropes and exactly what to do, getting the experience necessary to actually jump up to division 1. So this is one of those learning processes the players are taking, and of course playing a civilization, especially in an official game that you actually are more aware of, it's much better and much usually it gives better results than actually trying new civilizations out that you might not have that much experience on in an official game. We do have Alpha G actually going for Catherine the oh wait, that's actually never mind. We got 2 more bands actually after Dido got taken down. Looks like Teddy Roosevelt Rough Rider has been chosen. That's the one, well, that's the one, man. The one with the damage. We do have also Babylon taken out in the 10th one. And of course, Lotaro is being picked up here by Orval. Now, Jack the Ripper is going to be on the buttons and we're going to need to see what he is going to go for. Also, Rafifi, I wonder if Indonesia or Australia would be the best counter against Vicky or Eleanor. I mean, I guess Eleanor could be a choice. I was thinking more on the lines of something else, but I guess it's fine. Both of those are possible choices. In my mind, actually, when I saw Kublai China managing to do so well even against nations like Japan, which did already have an inherent +5 next to the coast, I was feeling like, oh my god, this is so powerful civilization, man. So I'm actually very surprised we don't see it more and more in the games. It looks like the players kind of lost their flavor for Kublai China. I don't know, man, it happens. We do have Jack the Ripper going for Matthias Corvinus. This is one of his comfort picks, I would say. He's very, very experienced on this civilization. He played it a lot of the times, and of course, we've seen him create chaos all over the map with those levied units. Cemetaire is going to finish up with Montezuma, another powerful civilization. And I gotta say, all of these civilizations do look I would say more land-based than we see them on the seas over here, except Victoria. Victoria is the only one that usually it's dedicated to the seas, and of course we're going to need to see their spawns, we're going to see the adjacency between them and so on. Now team 2 never actually picked a counter for Victoria, so I'm a bit surprised about this. I have to point out they do have to pay attention to their economy, even if Lotaro can generate a lot of economy because of its you know, Malon Raiders. Oh man, a lot of tears can be shed over there because of those pillages, but at the same time he would actually acquire a lot of gold using the mines of his opponents. Now is this gonna be the way? Are they actually gonna fully rely on this? Probably not. So I'm thinking maybe Mbande is gonna do the gold, and we got a double zinga. Woo, double zinga tonight, boys. Saipong, good evening, sir. Money and boats on Portugal. Indeed, it would be quite nice. It's true, Joe the Third actually exists, and I totally forgot about it. But there we go. We got some new suggestions over here. Also, when you don't have money, go take it to the neighbor. Yeah. Let me actually quickly check if I do have 0 MS to everybody. I think I do have 0 MS to Boubsho, right? So I'm gonna need to actually rejoin the game really quickly after they actually close the draft. Now with the double Zinga menace here, this might actually be quite powerful from the beginning. We're gonna need to see if they're actually gonna try to abuse those Mubebas, the unique units of Mvemba Zinga. And of course, with Kongo's extra movement, oh man, that's gonna be nice. We're going to, of course, see the maps. I do have to put up on the screen over here the managed prediction. Let's actually take it out. How many remaps? We got 5 minutes. I think it's safe to actually put 10 minutes over here because it's gonna take a while until we actually turn off draft. Turn off tournament draft, CivFR. Okay, there we go. The plans are actually switching slots right here. Okay, give me a second. So I can do this. There we go. The players are going to switch their slots according to the player preference, the civilization preferences of which they want to get more bonuses towards, as in having the priority for those great people, having the priority for those wonders, and we do see actually JackTheRipper coming up with Matthias Corvinus on the first one, with Tearty coming up next with Ambiotics, Boubsho and Mbande, or in the third one, Alpha G with Victoria. On the fourth, we got Exvupur coming up with Ambiotics. Fifth, Damir on Montezuma. Cemetaire is going to be the one with Simon Bolivar, and Orval, who did disconnect to actually fix his 0MS, is going to go for Mvemba Adzinga. Now, thinking Hungary is going to be the first one there up in the slots in the priority. I am thinking, of course, the priority will probably be on those merchants. We're going to need to see how they're going to fight for those extra trade route capacity slots, and of course getting the traders is going to be amazing for them, but at the same time, since what I initially see on this draft on Project Conquerors, they are much better off when it comes to the gold than we have on the other side. Now we do have a player actually changing over here, a player change. We got GoodShoot walking in, and it looks like yeah, okay, Orval was just a stand-in, and then GoodShoot did arrive to actually take his slot. Very nice, very nice. Okay, so GoodShoot is gonna be the one with Mvemba Adzinga, one of the few ones, by the way, that I have seen playing out and actually applying one of those how to say, red coat's powerful attacks. I don't think he's actually going to have the pleasure of playing Victoria, right? He's going to be either on Ambiotics or somebody else. I saw somebody actually moved lower. I think it was Tearty, if I'm not mistaken, with Lotaro. So there we go. He's going to move on Ambiotics. So we do have GoodShoot actually trying to get that production for his team, trying to make the sim work, and of course trying to go for the later game. Oh, wait, whoa. Okay. He's actually gonna go Mvemba Adzinga. We got Matthias Corvinus, then the two Zingas. Okay. Then, okay, sure, it's Victoria coming up next, which of course it's gonna have anyway free dips on those admirals, because she's probably gonna be the only one on the seas, right? So she's gonna have a lot of those points anyway. We're gonna need to see. I'm actually quite curious, because in most of these situations, when you have naval power next to land power, it's not really ideal for the naval power. Like, you have to go top 3, you have to go middle 3, you have to go bottom 3, you have to go everywhere to actually get everything done. And sometimes the timings are actually quite you know, tricky to actually get. But at the same time, I do believe they have been in this situation multiple times before, so they're gonna know what to do. Vicky and Gaul for the second team. Now, I mean the first pick of team 1, Hungary. So only one naval. Can you imagine that? Usually, and like I was saying at the beginning, I was expecting to actually see a lot more naval, of at least around 50% of the civilizations being picked over here. So I'm actually quite surprised. Yes, you know, you can play naval with Mapuche if you want to. Do you want to though? That's the biggest question. We're gonna need to see the map. We're gonna need to see how the players will try to adapt to their situations here, and of course their land. We might actually see quite a bit of sad stories. Why do we have a Maori? We have a Maori. Never mind, I know why. Trumpet. Good evening. Bonsoir, monsieur, bienvenue. Also, Yorkshire Brit, hello there, sir. Thank you so much for having me back. It's good to be back. It's good to be back. Spoon, hello there, sir. Good evening, good evening. Let's go 5v4. Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, Coupe just walked in the game, man. You know, it's like he owns the game. Valgis, also good evening, sir. Hello. We're gonna need to see a new lobby here in just a few moments, and of course I do hope we're actually gonna get you know, the proper settings next time. As far as I've seen in the last week, we didn't have any changes in BBG, even though I was expecting actually them to ramp up a little bit their update updates or update schedule, so they can actually how to say, do more balance changes. We're gonna need to see when they're gonna come back to this, and of course in the meantime I do want to click on buttons so I can join the new game. I'm fed, nobody can play with me, so I'll come alone. Please let me enjoy my games. I mean, to be honest, Coupe can play alone, man. It's a one-man army over there. Unbelievable. Coupe, man. Coupe. Woo! Whoa, Coupe. Anyway. It's been a while since we've seen him in the games. It received so many nerfs on multiple levels over there. Definitely the power spike at the beginning of the game with that civilization is insane, and of course in the mid game, if you do manage to play your cards right, it's unbelievably strong. At the same time, the players usually don't want to challenge themselves into fighting an IRL war from the beginning of the game, because especially on these maps like 7 Seas or how to say continents and islands and so on, it has the nasty potential of actually settling next to his opponent, you know, like 6 tiles out, 7 tiles out or something like that, and just spamming out warriors like there's no tomorrow. There's actually a lot of potential over there for Coupe to create chaos even from the first turns of the game. So the players usually say, you know what, please no, let me alone, leave me alone, you know, like let me have my 20 turns without actually seeing anybody at the beginning of the game, which yeah, you know, you can understand why. I'm pretty sure everybody understands that feeling. We do have, wait, we are actually, yeah, it's a 4v4 versus 1, indeed. Jimuzo, thank you so much for the follow, sir, and welcome. The players are rejoining the lobby, and of course, I do hope this is gonna be, you know, fast over here. I'm just waiting for the full slots to actually finish, so I can switch with one of the spectators, Tearty or Exvupur. I don't mind which one, and of course, it is what it is. Okay, let me actually take a look here. Okay, so I'm actually a bit surprised about the two Mvemba Zingas, mostly because they both actually require iron for their units, and iron is actually usually at a premium, at which, yeah, it, you know, not everybody actually wants to not everybody wants to go towards bronze working, so it can reveal iron, which is a problem actually if you want to field an army and your allies actually don't have the resources to give you that iron. That is indeed a problem. I do know there was a bit of a change. I'm not sure exactly. I do have to remember if they changed anything to the iron requirements of the Mvembas, but I guess we're gonna see in the game if it's still dirt cheap to actually play like that. Okay, so I think I need to swap here, and I need to click on this, and then Exvupur is gonna swap down, and I'm gonna, okay, it's fine. It's fine. Let me actually see if any 0 MSers over here. Any 0 MSers? Do we have any 0 MSers? No. Okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna switch to a color that actually is not used. Oh my god, they're using all the colors? No, okay, sure, that color is fine. Jimu, should I train myself with all AI or real people? Always real people. Unfortunately, the AI has a lot of deficits, I would say, and you're learning the game that won't let you so let me put like this: if you actually want to play alone, if you want to have fun with the game, it's all good to actually play with the AI. It's actually much more how to say simple, much more fun. You get to do your own things over there and so on and so forth. If you want to play with players, what you have learned during your AI experience will probably need to be unlearned when you're actually going to go into a multiplayer community. So it kind of depends on you, honestly. It kind of depends on you. Like for a few examples of what AI can do, which is kind of dumb, you can just declare war, make a line of units, and it will fortify them, and it will actually suicide his units into yours, just dying and dying and dying against the wall of your units. It's unbelievable how that can happen. Same, almost the same as barbarians, you know, but a little bit tougher to deal with. Yeah, very exploitable patterns indeed. The AI also gets quite a few undeserved bonuses just to make it a little bit harder when it comes to the tougher levels. Like it starts with a lot more resources than you, it starts with extra damage and so on, and so forth. Now, with people, you actually get to engage in diplomacy. You actually get to, how to say, be surprised by a lot of their moves, of their strategies, their timings, and so on and so forth, which is usually a lot better to learn from the beginning. Now, don't get me wrong, it is still gonna be quite a challenge. Put spectator to AI, yes indeed sir. Pizarro, I'm not actually the host, but that's why I was already did up, so we do have a spectator there. I was just waiting for the MeuhMeuh to do it, and it looks like he did. AI doesn't contest, only scientists by projecting all a game. Cannot be. Good evening, sir, and welcome. Also, let me see. Spoon was saying you can exploit them via trade a lot. That's another thing that I guess I don't actually point it out as often because I don't play with AI that much. But yes, that is another thing that you can give resources, like very few resources that you're gonna make up anyway, for a lot of gold, which gold you can convert in a lot of other stuff for your empire. Nutrition intense. Good evening, sir. Bonsoir, monsieur. Bienvenue. Is it the real Pizarro? That is the question. I don't know, man. He's gonna need to say yes or no over here. I guess you guys know. And of course, where is Pauline? You can choose to be cheesy or not with a trade. Yeah, honestly, when I by the way, bonsoir hope, hello there son and welcome. When I was playing with AI, honestly, I remained with so much, like so little out of patience, I should say, that I was just clicking escape on any kind of deal it was sending me. Like, just click escape. I just wanted to get out of that. Didn't even want to think about those choices. Okay, so we do have the first map, and I hope this this is gonna stay. We don't have any more problems with the spectator. It is over there. Yeah, spectator AI. Let's actually see what's going on. And this is a game without BCY. I gotta point this out. We're in the CivFR Squadrons. They don't use BCY as of yet. I don't know what's gonna happen in the future. And the first civilization that we're gonna need to talk about is Gaul, coming up with Exvupur. We do have him with a few of these stone tiles around his capital. Oh, that's actually pretty good. Yeah, okay. I mean, you know, there are quite a few places that he could go for those plus 4 oppidums over here on the right side. We do have multiple stone tiles. They are forming up a lot of plus 4s there. If you guys don't know, the oppidums do receive plus 2 adjacency from quarries, so actually getting them here, it would be quite good. We do have Gaul thinking a little bit about what he's gonna do here. He does have the choice of moving across the river for a 2-2 base, and he might actually go there. He can actually move around to the left side on that right tile to receive more food. That's another choice. Both of them will take a turn, so of course he does need to balance out what he wants here: more food or more production. At the same time, I do believe both choices are actually quite good. Looking at the right style though, if he moves there, he would actually be able to set one of those oppidums between the two horses to get the plus 4. In the capital, he's gonna have a plus 4 oppidum anyway between the horse and the stone tile. We do have him actually to the southwest of Gran, Colombia. That is going to be one of his opponents. And Bogota over here doesn't look like he's going to have the best land that he could work, but definitely it can work. And we do have to the southwest a few mountains, of course the second river over there, and his scouts are going to be much faster. They do have an extra movement, which is scary sometimes, you know. 4 movement scouts are actually quite problematic, and we do need to see what he's gonna try to do against Gaul. Looking at his capital, he does have 2-2 base. I do see he's gonna have one more cheap tile, but then he's gonna need to grow into other tiles so he can work something. He does have an incense, and sometimes, I gotta say, sometimes we had players working the incense, at least at the beginning of the game, even though they would have given up on that extra production they would get from a base 2-2 or a 1-3, so they can get the Pantheon faster. If of course, they do have something that would be amazing. Some players do go that way. CC Pyro, bonsoir monsieur, bienvenue. Also, Chimuzo was saying, I'm still overwhelmed with a lot of things about this game for me to enjoy, but I still want to learn. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's a learning process, and I gotta say, when you're gonna learn it, you're gonna have so many satisfactions when you actually pull off something like in long term in this game. It's amazing. Also, CC Pyro is immediately calling out the go SCP, go SCP, go SCP. Yeah, we got Soul, Chili, and Pepper over here. Looks like there's gonna be a few players or a few viewers from each side that are gonna be cheering for their teams. Project Conquerors on one side, and of course SCP on the other. It's good, Galligland. Yes, it is. It is good. I don't know what happened to my eye, by the way. I think something just entered my eye. And then it started how to say it, shedding tears. We do have MeuhMeuh coming up with Aztec. Tenochtitlan is gonna be here, and by the looks of it, he is gonna have one big continent. To the east, he has the opportunity to go on another continent, and I do see he has easy access to one extra amenity, the how to say, the silk tile, while on his coast I do believe he has access to two more, right? The amber tile and the turtle over here are gonna be the two extra ones that he has over his 4 from his initial settle. Now that also brings him up quite easily to a possible +7, and I do believe he is gonna try to bully a few city-states. He does have one to the northeast in the name of Yerevan here, and by the looks of it, one to the southwest, Rapa Nui. Now Rapa Nui, we're gonna need to see which one he's gonna choose. Now, you know, after bullying city-states, you actually want to take them out, especially if you have multiple eagle warriors with how to say, yeah, with promotions and stuff like that. Okay, you know, it's fun until it's not, you know. Anyway, moving forward, let's actually take a look at who this Mapuche coming up next to the mountains. This time it doesn't look like he's gonna have a lot of breathtaking appeal for those Shemamals, but he does have spots next to the mountain that he could place them, and of course now with the extra protection later on in the game on the Shemamal, it actually makes sense to go for them. There is a strategy that we've seen being played out the top level, especially with the city parks, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's gonna try to do something like that. He did move from a 1-2 tile to a 2-2, so he can benefit from his extra production in the capital. And from what I do see, he's gonna have quite a few tiles over here that would be nice to actually settle those campuses to get those extra cities on to the north, to the south, to the west. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Wait, from what team is it? He's from SCP, right? So he has Kongo next to him. That's one of his allies, and he's gonna have to the southwest an opponent, MeuhMeuh with Aztec. Okay, so this Yerevan city is perfectly placed between them. If they do manage to get that one, of course they're gonna get a much easier time to project power against their opponents, against each other's opponents, I guess. We do have coming up next to Kongo. This is Kongo. Is this the original Zinga or is this the other Zinga? No, this is the original Zinga. So not gonna be phased off by being on the coast here. There's nobody on the coast, so he doesn't need to care about us. And I do see he's pumping out actually a builder first because, oh man, look at those juicy fishes, man. Oh, the 3-1-1s, man. Yeah, let's go. Let's turn them into 4-2-1s. Cause why not? We can. Trojan man, good evening, sir, and welcome. Hemelik is saying I will go with salt and chili over projects. Ooh, pepper them up, man. Yeah, we need to pepper them up. Now, there are a few mountains also for Kongo to try to get those campuses, and from what I do see, he's gonna have some geothermals also. He's on a continent split, so he's gonna have available multiple amenities available for him from each continent, and he does have a good river network to develop with those mountains in the middle. On the east side, he's also gonna have England. That's one of his opponents, and as you can see here, England will need to actually settle this coast. From what I do see, it's gonna be, I mean, wait, 1, 2, oh well, they're kind of few a few cities away from each other, and I'm not that convinced GoodShoot is gonna want to stay on the coast. You know, sometimes even if you spawn coastal, especially with civilizations like Congo that do get bonuses towards commercial people, I would say great people, you kind of want to go for those trade routes, you know. So I wouldn't be surprised if Congo is just gonna go direct like fishing and then boom directly for commercials. And next up, we do have England with a continent split. That's gonna be an easy trade route for him, a free trade route from the north there with a +4 harbor. He does have in the capital one of these fish tiles that he's gonna get to improve to a 421. And from what I do see, we do have quite a bit of coast for him to develop. Actually doesn't have an easy way for him to trade coastally with anybody. But I do see he's gonna be protected for some time. Now, I wouldn't actually say they're gonna find each other, him and Congo, so he doesn't know that Congo's there. They might think, okay, let's try to predict where our opponent's civilizations are, because all of them have limited visibility from the beginning of the game. They don't see the map, they only see what they discovered, and of course what each of their allies discovered. Hello Matix, good evening sir, hello there. Congo and Mapuche will be able to trade later. Yes, they will. If Ngulumapu is gonna settle a city here in the south, yes, but I doubt it's gonna be coastal. We do have Hungary coming up next, and this is turn 8, so we're coming up on that remap timer anyway. Looks like he is gonna have extra gold coming up from his cotton tile underneath the city center, and I do see he's gonna have multiple cities that he could go for. West side, access to early coffee. North side, access to mountains, and quite a bit of production, but lacking food. Not really ideal. Has a wander to the northeast, Gobustan, and an opponent to his east side. That's actually Boubsho. Looks like Boubsho is also going to be incentivized to settle to the west, to the north, to the south, and to the west. And as you can see, the land is kind of locked over there between two seas, the northern sea and the southern one. And to the east side, he's going to have another continent. Now, we do know that one of the things that definitely Mbande hates is multiple continents, so he's gonna want to stay on his continent. We're gonna need to see how Kabasa is gonna try to make this work here. He has quite a few of these resources here. I see some cocoa tiles, I see some amber tiles, and I see some marble for him to make his people happy. Now we're going to need to see how he's going to try to develop around this. What I don't actually like about this point is the lack of multiple rivers. He only has these two in the capital or near his city. To the west side, he's going to have another one that's flooded, but that's kind of about it. And both of them remap, both teams remap. Boom. Okay, there we go. So okay, we talked, we've seen, we saw, we conquered, and it looks like whatever happens next, guys, whatever happens next happens. The map generated will be the map being played out, unless there's going to be a technical situation rising, but I find it extremely doubtful. Well, I hope it's going to be, it's going to be the map. And now I'm actually quite surprised. We do see, for example, Gaul. Oh, by the way, Gaul did actually settle that rice tile I was talking about earlier. It looks like he did prefer the food over getting his extra production going. Of course, the opidums would have given him the production anyway, but that comes later. And of course, the extra bonuses you get from the beginning are quite nice. And now Gaul over here would have been actually with an ally to the west side, the Congo, and then with an opponent to the northeast. Did he meet Gran Colombia? He might have met Gran Colombia, even though honestly I'm not that worried about Congo at the beginning of the game. He's actually quite powerful. His units are quite strong. They do get extra bonuses from the king of the Burones trade, so honestly, I'm not that worried. Is it Timor or CWC? Yeah. It's payday. Whoa, it is amazing. Okay, so we do have the new map generated. It looks like this time we're gonna have a lot more land in the middle than we had the last time, and we're gonna take it the same way from the left to the right, and we're gonna need to see GoodShoot coming up with Congo, original Congo power. We do have him actually with a few T tiles there to the northwest from what I do see, and to the south, and again the rivers coming up to the southeast. Not a lot of them, it's just one big river spanning from the North Sea to the south there, or actually the other way around, right? It comes from here, actually it goes to the north. What is this? Sankuru River. Okay. Well, we do need to see how he's going to plan out his initial settles. I wouldn't be surprised if he's actually going to go one to the right and even go for that T-tile. You can actually see it over here, the 2-1. Yes, the map is not actually discovered, not revealed, but we're going to have it revealed as soon as everybody loads. That's just how it works. You can see the extra science point over here. It is a T-tile, so if he does see this or moves his settler to the east to actually grab that 2-2, he's gonna go there. I have my doubts he's gonna go. I guess the warrior will need to see where he's gonna go. He shouldn't be able to see this. Oh no, he does when he settles, right? So right now he doesn't get to see it with the vision of the settler because of the extra elevation, but he's gonna get to see it. Okay, we got a team pluses putting on to the southeast, quite a few mountains for him to develop those campuses on, and of course with the rivers get those commercials going. Quite important to get going. Let's see in the south. Is there anybody in the south? Because I didn't see anybody in the north. Is there? No. So Congo is just going to be all alone on this western coast. Wait. You know, it's a big question right now. Is anybody going to be on this tiny island on the left of the map? That's what I want to know, because we see immediately somebody on this tiny island, and it's Gran Colombia on the same coast as England. Okay, well, at least they're friends, it's fine. Okay, is that? Oh my god, there is the MeuhMeuh all alone with Aztec. Oh, what happened to you, sir? What happened? The MeuhMeuh over here coming up with an island settle. He is gonna get his sheep tile, I guess. He's gonna work at 2-2, and from what I do see, he's gonna have on this continent a few of these amenities. Can he use his power against anybody? I don't see anybody. I guess it is Congo, but it's 4 tiles out, and unless Congo, you know, makes the mistake of actually even went further, by the way, he went 5 tiles out from the coast. Unless Congo makes the mistake of actually settling on the east, which I doubt he's gonna do. He's gonna go north, he's gonna go west, he's gonna go northeast, and that's about it, you know. That's not a lot of cities, by the way. I guess coastal cities for some cities might be an interesting option for him. We're going to need to see how he spans out. His continent is quite big, so it's fine to actually keep on developing to the northeast, keep on developing to the northwest, but unfortunately, oh my god, look at this flatness over here. The flatness is real, guys. Anyway, coming back to Aztec, we do have him with available horses to the west side. He does have available iron in the 3rd ring. That's quite fine. Well, fortunately for him, is not one of those little tiny islands. You can actually settle quite a few cities here. Not ideal at all to actually develop your empire as Aztec in this situation, but he does have a city-state to kill in the name of Hansa here. Might bully it with one of those eagle warriors, and at the same time send some boats to actually take care of the people of Hansa. We do need to see how he's going to try to play this out. I do also want to take a look at Congo. Yes, he did move actually his warrior to the east side, and because of that, he spotted a T-tile settle. He's probably going to move that. He's going to have a choice actually between the cattle tile and the T-tile, and from what I do see, he's also going to need to figure out if he actually wants to go to the west coastal or stay full inland on the east side. What I do see also, he has horses to the southwest of his capital city, an iron tile in the 3rd ring to the south, which I'm pretty sure he's going to actually want to settle a city closer and not buy that one. Yeah, that's impossible to buy right now. He's 4 tiles out from both of his iron tiles. He's getting a scout out in 3, and we're gonna see him start to explore his land. Doesn't need to actually stay away from the northern coast though, and we do have a very good settle over here with the spice tiles with a geothermal that will give him some extra bonuses there. It's another continent, so multiple amenities. Actually, if he settles a city here on the 1-2, he's gonna have 4 new amenities. We got the citrus going, we got the diamonds, we got the turtles, and we got the spices. That's amazing as one single city. To his southeast, we're also gonna have Gaul, which is from his team, and of course later on they might actually try to trade with each other, try to get some extra gold. Even though Gaul is not really one of those civilizations that goes commercials, he still needs an economy, you know. We do have a Gaul on a 2-2 base. He does have plus a 4 possible in the capital with the 2 stone tiles next to each other. I do see available iron across that river, and quite a few mountains in the south. Now I also notice he has a lot less stone than we've seen in the last spawn, but he does have gypsum this time as a continent resource, so that might actually give him some extra bonuses if we can find more than one. Actually, I only see one. Is there? Oh, okay, never mind. In the south we actually have a lot more because it only spawns in the plains, right? Gypsum. There we go. Also closing, good abend. Hello there, sir, and thank you, sir, thank you. And of course, welcome to the stream. Via Treving, what is this scuffed map? Yeah, somebody just played with him, you know, mixed it. I think Aztec can get up to a +6. Let me actually quickly take a look on this. We got 1, we got 2, we got 3, we got 4 with the whales. That's it. Does he have a 4th resource on his continent? No, he doesn't have it. Oh, it is the silver. That's the 4th one. So 5. Okay, so he has a possible +5. I don't see turtles anywhere, or oh, I see turtles, but they're so far away, man. Just put a city on the T tile and buy a 3-tiled out tile. Well, that might work. So yeah, that could be a +6. Okay, coming back on Gaul here, those horses to the south will need to be discovered, and unfortunately, if he's not actually going to receive the message from his allies, he might be a bit mad. He's not going to be able to put a +3 campus on that position. Looking to the north though, there is somebody in the colors of Hungary. We do have JackTheRipper with the city of Buda with 2 tiles for that. Actually, no, wait, it's 3 tiles. Look at this, the river actually is to the east and to the south here as we're looking at it. Actually, it's to the north and to the east, but sure. And from what I do see, he's going to get that Pearl of the Danube bonus on all 3 of those. He's going to get extra production towards his districts and of course the buildings in them. He also has access to a wonder to the west side, which he can actually easily settle, getting the extra food from the bananas, some extra production from the truffle tiles, and of course access to these amenities. I do also notice he does have a good river network to the north and to the south, even some that are starting up on the east side here, and he is quite a bit away from Mapuche to the east, even though yeah, he is in striking range a little bit later in the game. Now there are 3 civilizations next to Hungary, and as you can see, Kongo to the west, Gaul to the south, and then we do have Mapuche on the east side. One of them has classical timing, the Mvemba. The other one has that medieval timing. Oh my god, oh, what is this happening over here? We did have an explosion and the mountain exploded. The city of Buda is in trouble, but we do have volcanic soil and generating some extra fertility around those tiles. Oh, pretty good, yeah, pretty good, yeah. Look at that, the 3-2 tiles, very nice, 3-1 underneath the capital city. Why not? If it works, man. We had a match a few weeks ago that actually started on a small island, but later ended up winning the game with late game push. Yes, that is very possible. That's actually very possible. Hi Nick Dave, also good evening, sir. Hello. Now we've seen it actually multiple times. I believe the last one we saw in a big match was Sandro Games winning a game with a civilization that he was kind of forced to develop on like tiny islands and so on and so forth, but he did amazing. That is so good. And the city of Bura does have access to iron tile in the third ring to the north, and from what I do see in his initial settle, I don't see any horses, so that might be a problem. I don't think it's gonna stop him from actually recruiting, you know, AI city states, but it is what it is. You know, he's still gonna need a lot more iron than horses. Usually, you do need to give those resources to your allies sometimes, so not having some civilizations in your team benefiting from those does actually hurt the team a little bit. And now we do have some horses to the east side in the fourth ring that could be acquired with another city. He's just gonna need to walk towards that river, and that is next to a dice tile anyway, so you know, early pantheon, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't have vision over this. I also noticed we do have Gaul, well, just putting a unit right in the face of Buddha. And Hungary with the Gaul did meet over here in the south anyway. There's no protective unit at the moment on the city of Bura, which I'm pretty sure he's gonna try to ask his teammates, hey, look at that, give me gold, man, give me gold, I have a problem. Stai Spechi, bună seara, domnule, bine ai venit! We do have the settler popping out, and it does look like, of course, the Hungarian slinger is gonna have a hard time actually fighting off the Gaysate from his lands. Now, Jack the Ripper might actually be forced to move on the east or to the north to actually settle his second city. Not amazing, but not bad. Would have been nice to actually have the second settle on the lake red bar, even though, as you can see over here, he's moving towards the north. Now, the slinger is definitely not the ideal unit you want to escort your units with. It's actually really squishy against warriors. You gotta be careful, and even against other scouts. Let's take a look on the east side here. We do have Mapuche starting to discover the land. Oh, Mapuche, Tearty, no. Okay, guys, time. I think we need to finish prediction first, and then we're going to put another prediction. Let's go, guys. How many remaps? It was 1, right? And we do have, you know, that's like, there's a chance this scout is not actually gonna go there, right? It doesn't have enough. Oh no, it does. Oh my god, no. Oh no. Mapuche settler. He's gonna go for it. Okay, let's see. Prediction. Will the settler be taken? Yes. No. Let's go, guys. 30 seconds. Let's go. Be really quick on the buttons over here on this one. I put it in. What promotion is on the scout? We do have the hill promotion, and the settler revealed himself to the eyes of the world over here. We do have Tearty realizing his mistake, and he moved across the river. And there we go. We do have actually the scout moving right next to it. They might actually want to invest into a scout right now from MeuhMeuh, so they can actually have you know, some protection. They do have enough gold. That's not a problem on their team. And of course we're going to see what Tearty is gonna try to do here. The fact that he is not able to actually settle his southwestern city will delay this quite a bit. And of course we do have another settler coming up from MeuhMeuh soon. There is a buy scout. Okay, we do have a buy scout that doesn't have promotions, by the way, so it's still a problem. And we do have the settler actually needing to shift enter somewhere else, so the scout, there we go. They're gonna move on the same time. They're gonna connect, and they're gonna go to another settle location. I mean, not ideal to actually go to the south. Okay, guys, let me actually stop this. How do I stop this? Hello, prediction, choose outcome. It's no. Wow, okay, somebody actually put into no, and it looks like no one. He first moves the scout. He tried to, man. Funny guy. 2223. Hello there, sir. Good evening. We do have, by the way, in MeuhMeuh quite a few of these geothermals. Looking at his continent split, he's going to have the red continent on the east side and the white continent on the left side. Looking at also his breathtaking appeal, quite a few tiles stand out. You can see the darkish green ones are the breathtaking tiles here. And of course, next to the mountains, we're going to have quite a few of them. It does seem... no, please don't do this. Please do not do this. Tearty, do not play with our hearts over here. He can take your set. Okay, shift entering. Okay. He shift entered. and he settled city. It's fine, guys. It's fine. Okay. Second city of Mapuche is fine. We do have MeuhMeuh coming up with a few 2-2s next to his city. He does have an extra fruit from underneath that city center. That's a rice tile there. And I do see he's gonna get to actually settle another city on an amenity to the northeast. He has a cotton tile. Pamukkale is also gonna be a bit away, but it does also give him not only that breathtaking appeal, but also the fresh water, which is gonna be quite important next to that wonder. We will need to see how Mapuche is gonna try to use his position to try to do some kind of pressure on Hungary. Usually we do see the pressure coming out at Malon Raider timings, but you never know. Of course, sometimes it kind of depends on the game, it kind of depends on what their team needs, and we're going to need to see what they're going to prioritize. Addictive777, thank you so much for the follow, sir, and welcome. Hungary also settled his city. Yeah, it looks like Egypt has settled to the north there. Not ideal, again, not ideal, but if it works, it works. He still has a 2-2 tile, can have access to more, has access to a much cheaper iron tile, and of course, it's much better to have a city than not have a city, you know. Looking also on MeuhMeuh, I do see he has horses next to his second city, MeuhMeuh, that's 2 tiles out, and of course his iron is next to the capital to the east side, while he's definitely not far away. He's in reach of those horses to Hungary, so I'm pretty sure we're going to need to see Tearty trying to go past this choke point to the west side and develop his empire there. And now I do want to finish with Mbande. Let's actually take a look at Boubsho. Boubsho does have a big continent, right? It's going to have to the north, to the east, to the south, quite a few tiles to develop on. We do have him moving to the south, another settler. He settled the west side on, what is this one? Was that a wine tile? That is a wine tile, okay. And as you can see, he's getting some slingers out for good measure, for good protection from the south. England is coming in with a scout, but it doesn't have enough movement to actually go next to the settler. And from what I do see, the settler will probably go and put a city down anyway. There is a monument coming out from his capital city. I think he has settled on double wine tiles, because I see he has another gold over there underneath his capital. So it must be a wine tile. Yeah, there we go. We do have 2 of these. Okay, has quite a few 2-2s in the capital, 3 of them from what I do notice, access to iron tile between Kinshasa and Kabasa, and horses anywhere, horses, no horsey, actually. That was next to the coast to the east side, 4 tiles out, a bit too far away for him to go and settle. I do see he has a wow, he actually has a hot tile to the north that's so close to his capital. It's 4 tiles out. He never actually went and discovered that territory. Well, you know, it happens. He discovered England to the south, and I do need to see what England is having here. Ooh, England is having a party, boys. We do have Tearty settled on the east side, and that will, how to say, allow him to actually trade with both Gran Colombia and at the same time Aztec, which is gonna need as much help as possible. I do also notice we do have a first pantheon chosen, and you see that extra production coming up on those crab tiles. That is god of the sea. We do have quite a bit of culture also coming up from these tiles because of the wonder, because of Tearty, and I do think this is actually quite nice, especially for Victoria, to have that extra culture available for it. We do have London on the west side, settled on a 2-2 base, multiple campuses with +3s here that could be benefited from, and I do see he's going to have a +3 Royal Navy dockyard on the west side, while he is going to have another city on an incense to the northwest. Now you can actually see how they're starting to plan out their potential trading spots here. Guayaquil with London, Liverpool will be with one of the Montezuma cities, Tlacopan, for example, or Chalco. Both of them could be good options. In the terms of strategy resources, we do have London with available iron to the north, and I do see a horse tile there next to Liverpool. Looks like to the south over here we're gonna have a few more cities to settle, one west, one east, and then he's gonna need to keep on moving to the north, probably settle another city next to Piotahi and go on this peninsula to the northwest. That will put him closer to Congo though, and we're gonna need to see how the matchup between them will evolve, how Congo will try to get his extra stats going, and if he will manage to overwhelm London when it comes to stats or not. We're going, of course, there's so many details over there that we need to take into account. Looking at Gran Colombia, we do have him on this tiny island. I would say this is not a peninsula, right? Or is it? Oh, it is a peninsula. It's connected to the other land, but it's through a one tile choke. That's a marsh tile, and then desert. Oh wow, how does that work, by the way? Desert marsh. Okay, shouldn't there be a rule that you can't have this? Anyway, it is what it is. We do have him actually settling to the north there, creating a connection city between the east and the west, and I do see he's gonna benefit from some fresh water in the capital from a river, but that's about it. The other cities will require some extra help, some extra love when it comes to those housing points. He's going to get some harbors, lighthouses, granaries, you know, like all the shebangs. And I do see his, oh wait a second, he does have a 2-tile lake here, so that's actually going to give him some extra water. Yeah, probably the reason he chose to go that way. Yeah, there we go. And some bananas for extra food to grow his city faster, and some reef tiles that he could use for the extra adjacency towards his campuses. Oh, good. Another single forest on London. Wait, you saw no forest in London? Oh, right. Well, I guess you can count these. So there are like 3 of them, but they're far away. I don't know, man. And Sasu, hello there, sir, and good evening, welcome. Also access lead, hello there, sir. They will have the gold advantage, but Jack will drain all the gold in the same place. We're going to need to see if that's actually going to happen. I do believe Hungary should be able to generate his own gold here. Usually it is commercials first, and I do see, yeah, there we go, he's going to discover currency here in 1 turn, so that's probably going to be him trying to go for those early merchant points, and not to mention the gold that you get with those how to say with those commercials. Now looking back on Bogota, I do see he has an iron tile next to Cuenca. That's 2 tiles out across that waterway, while horses are again pretty non-existent. I don't know where horses are. Unless he actually settled on them, I have no idea where horses are. And this is a bit weird. Okay, it happens. Anyway, he's going to put another city there past Cuenca, and he's going to have at least 3 more city slots over here. Not ideal, but definitely can work. And we're going to need to see him try to max this territory out as much as possible. I gotta say, man, I would love to see Lenaros trying to embark and disembark, you know, do a disembarkment day over here right to the south of MeuhMeuh. It would be quite something to actually see that happen. We do have a relic also. Cemetaire's found a relic that's actually Simon Bolivar. Okay, sure, yeah. Extra faith, it's all good. I don't think he's gonna use it that much, and there's no religious civilization in the game at all. Everybody actually chose to go another way, so we're gonna need to see how this is gonna be used here. At this point of the game, with turn 23 coming around, very few players actually need that extra faith to go. They already plugged in their God King card, so you know it is what it is. There's not that big of an advantage. Can Aztec trade with anyone later? Yeah, he can actually go between there we go, Vicky, right? He can look at this beautiful trade routes. He can take Hansa, he can easily take on Liverpool. He's also pumping out galleys, so he can start his warfare there. Has one coming up from the north, and I do hope Hansa is going to be the target. That's an easy city state for him to take over. I'm a bit surprised we don't actually see Eagle warriors in the forest already to try to snatch some of those warriors, turn them into builders, and of course generate more better tiles in his empire. He did pick a Pantheon. God of War and Plunder was his choice. He's coming up with a few monuments here. Tenochtitlan, Chalco. Pretty sure Tracopan also built one earlier. You can actually see it over here. It's, you know, it's standing up, guys. It's standing up. And looking at the other civilizations, let's take a look. We got the religious settlements on Congo. It looks like he's also pushing back the Hungarian warrior from his east side. He already put down his commercials. That's actually quite a bit faster than Hungary, even with his extra bonus over there. And of course, GoodShoot is going to start generating a decent amount of merchant points quite quickly, which will give him an advantage at the beginning. Now, we might actually see some projects to actually get the first merchants, even though the first one is not that great for the civilizations in the game. It still gives you a free copy of a luxury resource, which is amazing on Aztec, by the way. But at the same time, most of the players do want to hang on to those extra traders there. Now we do have also Magnus plugged in to Congo here. I did see Moksha somewhere. It was in England's land, right? No, still Magnus here. Where did I? Oh, Moksha in Bogota. That's what I see in Moksha. And I do see Goddess of Tiles being chosen by Gran Colombia. He's going to try to get some culture points coming up from these coastal resources from the fish he has and so on, from the crabs. Okay, I mean, turtle tides are going to be nice with Goddess of Tides. I really don't like crabs with, you know, the other one, but sure, it is what it is. Gaul did go for stone circles. He's going to get an extra point of production and faith from each of these quarries improved. He already has one. He has an iron tile improved, and I do see he's plugging in Liang in Aduatuca. I feel like that actually might be a bit slower than usual as a development of an empire, but I guess we're going to need to see it. He's probably not that worried about Hungary from the north, even though I kind of want to say, man, he should be worried. We do have Hungary with fire goddess here, 4-3-1 tiles, 3-2-3s, 2-2-3s underneath his capital of 4-1-3, going for Magnus in 5 turns, and I do see he's finishing up his commercials. The reason I'm saying he should be careful about this, because there is a serious chance that we might actually have over here Hungary try to go for monumentality for the beginning age, which is going to be a problem. He's generating a decent amount of faith for a few builders. If he's going to try to do something with warfare, he's going to have that option. I'm saying there's a chance, there's a possibility. I'm not saying that's going to happen. Actually, I think he's going to go full on pen, brush, and voice in this situation, looking at the land available for him, knowing that he might not be attacked by anybody for some time now, unless we're going to see somebody actually put down encampments. I'm pretty sure he's going to feel safe. Now, at the same time, I also believe we will see Hungary try to use that gold he's generating to levy those city-states across the map, not only to get bonuses from the levy, extra envoy, but also to try to pressure his opponents into getting an army and defending themselves against encroaching enemies. Yeah, Moksha, yeah, that's, I mean, it's not irreal, but it's not what we were expecting. Let's actually take a look at Mapuche here. What did he go for? Fertility rights as a pantheon. He wanted more food and he got it. We got a 4-1 tile underneath the capital city there. I do see Irapiremapu did get settled on that cotton tile, starting up with campuses here next to those geothermals. That's going to be a +2. That's going to be a +3 when it finishes, with other one finishes. And I do see a third one coming up from Puel Mapu, full on trying to get the discount for either that government plaza or of course the commercials. Now we're turn 26. We still have 5 more turns to go throughout this first era, and the players are still trying to find their footing. I do see we don't have a lot of players actually going for extra settlers here, and I do want to bounce around a little bit to see if they are going to go for that 4th and 5th settler. Looks like they're not actually. Okay, interesting. What I'm saying, because usually on these kind of maps you actually see the players trying to go for those from the beginnings. stage, so I'm a bit surprised, but at the same time I do think they're trying to get the bonuses another way. For example, there is quite a race for the merchants. You actually see both Congos going for those commercials. We do have him finishing up his extra markets. I do see, of course, they're making a lot of points over here. 4.5 on one side, the other one is on 3, and of course they're gonna try to get all of those on their side and not leave anything for Hungary. Hungary is doing the same. We do have Gaul getting those oppidums down, getting the infrastructure going for the production, and getting a few more builders. Not really interested in pesky scout, man. We do have a slinger coming up from Adoatuca, but there is a Hungarian scout to the east of Adoatuca next to the mountains, which might take the builder. We do have the slinger coming out, but I gotta point out, when a unit comes out and you know it's gonna come out next turn, you can't really set waypoints to it, right? So you actually have to protect the protect the trader, protect the settler, protect the builder. At the same time, I also want to point out the Hungarian scout doesn't actually have enough movement to do any of those. He can go on the J tile, but yeah, he doesn't have movement to pillage. We do have also a few more slingers coming out from Ratumakos. I do also notice he gave up on building the early oppidums. He doesn't really want to get pillaged over here. Giving that extra gold to your opponents is not really ideal, is it? No government Mapuche. Wait, no government Plaza. I don't see a government Plaza, but I do feel like it's probably gonna be on that march tile. Anyway, we do have him improving his incense tiles for some extra amenities. He got his marketing improved, so his people should be actually at least content. And yeah, there we go, 0 happiness level, it's at least content. And we're gonna coming up on the next era. I do want to finish the city states before we're actually gonna get to look at anything else. Let me see over here. Yeah, prediction, start prediction. Who will win will be the question. We do have on one side SCP, that's Soul, Chilli&Pepper. On the other side, we got ProjectConquerors. Conquerors. Okay, okay, let's go. 30 minutes. Okay, you guys have the chance of getting more points with your channel points. Easy peasy, just correctly predict the outcome of this game and you're gonna get more points. Let me actually also put up on the screen here really quickly left team and right team, so you guys know what you're voting for, or I should say who you're voting for. There we go, left team, and then we do have ProjectConquerors. Oh, that's actually a long name. How wait, PCS, right? It's the short version, the abbreviation. So okay, let's put PCS, so they're actually on the same path here. Okay, the city states, right? Valletta with a cat and Lahore coming up for the military side. Hey, we got Zany, thank you so much for the 31, sir, much appreciated, much appreciated. We do have Mogadishu with Hong Kong coming up for those industrial city states, and I'm pretty sure Auckland is gonna be the most craved one on the seeds. Oh my god, England is gonna have some good fun with it. We do have Jerusalem and Kandy coming up for religious city states, even though we don't actually have a religious civilization in the game. Well, it might end up being some extra I would say power projection or some extra favor over there, or some era score. We do have also Namadol in the game, and Namadol again a very good city state. We've seen it earlier, although I kind of forgot where. Didn't we see it on the other map actually, or was that, no, that was Rapa Nui. Namadol is actually to the north of Hungary. Okay, this time. Namadol again, very good city state. A lot of culture can be generated on coastal civilizations, so since we do have at least 2 coastal civilizations here, you can imagine he's gonna be quite happy to get those. We do have also, let's see, Nalanda and Bologna coming up for the science, and Mogadishu as the only trade city state in the game. Bologna over here is gonna be amazing if one of the Congos gets it. You do get that extra build and the extra persons per sorry, great people points per districts with a building. It's quite good. I see also a few wonders being chopped here. The Temple of Artemis is being put into the production queues of Kinshasa, and from Kabasa we do have Mbande going for hanging gardens, trying to go for that taller gameplay. ODG but also coming up in the build queues from the city of Kabasa, and while we do have the trade routes starting already to get the extra production towards the other cities with the help of Magnus. Now we do also see him going for projects here. They will try to get, whatever happens, they're gonna try to get those merchants. Looks like Congo is already on 6 great merchant points at 10. We've got the other Congo. So okay, Mbande and Nzing. Wait, that's not Nzinga. Mvemba and Mbande. Okay, that's I guess that man, I gotta say probably my how to say my tongue is gonna have a bit of a problem to actually get all of those names correctly pronounced whenever I see the different colors, but it is what it is. City Patron Goddess is the choice of a pantheon for Congo, and I do see he's putting up these projects for the commercial hub investments. Pretty good, so he gets the benefit of those merchant points. Looks like first scientist on the screen is going to be Hypatia here, and we just popped into that golden age. This is 31. I do want to quickly check if everybody got it. Yes, they did. Everybody across the board did get over the 19 point threshold here, and we're going to need to see how they're going to try to max this out. I gotta say, this is one of the few games that I've seen in the recent weeks in which almost everybody on the map has like 3 cities and not 4. You can actually see Hungary here did go for the 4th one, which is going to give him quite a few advantages. We do have him putting down those commercials, but he gave up on those merchants because of it. I'm actually quite curious if he's going to manage to get this going or not. We do have actually the next merchant, Zankian, which is the extra trade route capacity one. Very likely to actually be recruited by Mbande. We did have that project started up last turn, and now it is 1 turn off. Looking at Tearty, by the way, Pen Brush and Voice Golden Age coming up for Mapuche. We do have Lotaro with Gavron Plaza being put down. Looks like he's going to choose it to put it to the south here, not for those other 2 districts on the east. He probably, well, he did have irrigation, right? Never mind, whatever. We do have archers coming up from Mapu, and I do see another settler from Puel Mapu, a bit late in the game, but he did manage to push that, or at least yeah, I think he did push back the scout, or something happened to the scout, because I don't see any more scout anymore from Hungary. There was a pesky scout here sniffing around the cities, but it's not anymore. Anyway, we do have Liang also being plugged in. This of course rings our bells when it comes to city parks, and we're going to need to see how he's gonna get everything going in the breathtaking appeal department. TB Tuna, hello there, sir, and good evening. Hey, it's good, you know, coming back, trying to get back to the usual program, the usual schedule. We do have Exvupur coming up with Ambiotics on Gaul with a 3, oh yeah, there we go, 3 cities. Is gonna double this city count soon. He does have a settler moving somewhere to the south or to the west side here. I do see another 2 coming up from Ratumakos and Adoatuca. He did put that well, Opidon towards his opponent, towards Hungary. Neither of them are actually making an army here. They're just trying to get the points from the early simming they're doing, and we're going to need to see if they're gonna manage, well, who's gonna manage to get those points of stats in the next part of the game. Liang was his choice in the beginning of the game. We still need to see him put down all of those government points so he can get the city parks going, and of course he does need builders to put them out. He also needs to figure out exactly how he can max those out, or at least try to get some advantages from them, from, you know, not just being a tile, giving some extra yields and amenities. GoodShoot is going to also have Pen Brush and Voice on Mvemba and Zinga. He is still on 3 cities. I do see him putting out his settlers here from Kewila and putting down his government plaza from Mbande, Congo, giving one of his commercials some extra bonus of gold adjacency, while he's opening up placements for very good campuses between the mountains, the government plaza, and the other districts. From Kewila, he did get a campus that's only a +2 over here next to the two mountains, while he did put his commercial to the west side, which actually is a bit question mark over here. He gave up on the gold, so he doesn't actually need to repair his district multiple times because of that possibility of the volcano exploding, which kind of makes sense. And sure, I guess we're going to need to see if this is going to be exactly what he wants, what he needs. There we go. I do see Zankian did get picked up by actually Mvemba, and we do have Marcos Delicinius Casos being picked up by Mbande, Boubsho. We do also have Ancestral Hall coming up from Congo, which does mean he's gonna get an extra builder from each of these new settles after the finishing of the building, and also he's gonna get a free relic in the capital, which is gonna be quite important when it comes to his production, his gold generation, and so on. On the other side, Mbande did actually go for a much earlier culture gameplay here. He got his economy set up, he got wonders, 2 of them, Temple of Artemis as you can see, and Hanging Gardens, and at the same time he's going for early theater squares. It's quite important actually, because it does, as far as I know, it does get extra points. Let me actually double check this, but it should be the Congo bonus if I'm not mistaken. Gives you that. Mbande. Oh my god. Okay, no, it's Congo bonus, right? Congo bonus is, yeah, there we go. Congo bonus gives you the receive 50% more great writers, great artists, great musician, and great merchant points, 100% production to archaeologist. So both Congos do get that option. He's gonna start to recruit a lot of these writers, and of course it's gonna have a lot of culture because of them. I do also notice the audience chamber has been finished, and there's option for the golden age. We do have pen, brush, and voice, 14 science, and 31 culture, 60 production in the game, just as much as JackTheRipper on the other side, but with 1 city less. That's actually quite important. I do also notice here Ancestral Hall coming up for Hungary, and looks like, yeah, he's gonna get Moksha in Iger, Magnus in the city of Gladje, and I do also notice he still has so much faith, so many good deals next to his capital city. Didn't yet settle a city next to Lake Red, but I guess that's a bit for later on. Yeah, 1.5 merchant, writers, artists, and musician points. Yeah. Okay, on JackTheRipper we do have a pen, brush, and voice, and we do have him with the markets coming out. I do see he's still trying to figure out exactly what Gaul is doing to his south, and I'm pretty sure he's a bit worried about his point, about his position. What I am also worried is, okay, what is he gonna get reap the benefits of that ancestral hall? Seeing that, yes, he does have a few more cities close to the east, at least 2 cities. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess that makes sense, right? 5 more cities to place before he's gonna start to run out of space, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna be trying to do some kind of aggression here against Gaul a little bit later on. It doesn't really make sense to go at him from the beginning of the game, because, yeah, well, he's gonna probably defend it. We do have Aztec on the little tiny island with the Gran Colombia as well. Simon Bolivar here. We do have Cemetaires coming up with a builder from Cuenca. He is gonna get actually one from Bogota, and I do see he's already starting up on his harbors. He did manage to generate 8 great terminal points a turn with the help of wait a second, he's not the one with God of War and Plunder. It's Aztec, and Aztec, by the way, did manage to get Hansa. Okay, so 8, that's a lot of points, by the way. That's a lot of points, great amount of points from the beginning. And I do see the extra culture from Goddess of Ties starting to come around here on his improved coastal resources. While I do have to point out, there's a lot more land available overall on Soul Chilli&Pepper than it is overall on Project Conquerors. They're actually going to have quite a challenge on their hands to try to keep up with everything they need to do throughout the game, especially if the game goes to a medium to long term. Now we do have Cemetaire going for his government plots. I couldn't actually discount it. It's 3 turns away from finishing, and I do see he's starting to expand to the south here somewhere. Doesn't have new settlers in production. He's gonna take a while until he gets new cities, but I do see him trying to get those commercials going, the lighthouses coming up from Guayaquil. The MeuhMeuh with Montezuma. Montezuma's 4 cities. He got Hansa free of charge over here, only at the cost of a few galleys that he was already putting them around to try to scout. Now we do have him also getting more settlers from Chaco and Tlacopan. I do see audience chamber being chosen here from Tenochtitlan. He's going to get the extra housing. He's going to get those amenity, and at the same time the food points. And at the same time, I don't see him actually improving any of his strategic resources. He does have a trader going internally from Chaco to Tenochtitlan because he is using Magnus, at least at the beginning of the game. It's actually a lot more value than sending them across the seas, unless you're Portugal, of course. But at the same time, you gotta benefit, man. Reap the benefits of those production points, of that food generation. I do see Liang was chosen as the second government in Tlacopan, and maybe he is thinking of putting down those city parks along the way here. It's not unheard of that we've seen multiple players go for this strategy, for Magnus first and then Liang second. It does take a while to get to acquire all of those government points, but it actually pays off. Next up, we do have Alpha G with Victoria, Age of Steam, with a challenge on his hands, with Congo coming up next. He's going to have to trade punches with Mbande on the land here. Alpha G is also improving his strategic resources. I see the horses over there getting improved. I do also see him getting Ancestral Hall, and already has 2 settlers on their way to the settle locations to the south here. For example, this one that will go on the marsh tile. We do have this one probably on the copper tile. That would be the choice there, with a possible +3 campus. The extra gold you get from the copper, the whale tile access, yeah, that's not bad. I'm sorry, I can't say that city is good. It's not bad, but it's not good either. Anyway, we do have him benefiting from the God of the Sea. He's gonna get a decent amount of science coming up from his campus adjacency here. And from what I do see, he's trying to pump out a horse or two to maybe try to take Bologna. Why not? It's up there, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna get up there anyway. He just needs to be careful to have enough army to defend against a possible attack from or counterattack coming up from Kongo. JackTheRipper with horseback riding coming out next turn. He's on 11 science and 31 culture, putting down his campuses. I do see from a few cities here to the north side, and I do also notice he's gonna start expanding to the east with another city, one east, one north. Still actually not benefiting from a city next to Lake Redba yet. It's gonna get there, but not yet. We do have him also generating 8 great merchant points a turn. He's actually doing better than the original Congo, who's doing at the moment only 4.9, but then the other Congo is already on 11.5. We do also see him with those internal trade-offs, 3 of them. He did finish up his markets and building some more, so he gets to supercharge his other cities with the help of Magnus. Moksha coming up in Eger, and I do see he's also putting down commercials from the northern city of Pest. starting to improve some of his abilities for the happiness of his people, while he is at the moment not that worried about what's around him in terms of military here. Actually, looking at the military score, it's almost everybody is very... Wait, wait a second. 210 military strength? I don't see an army here. It must be a levied city from somewhere. Where's the levied city? There is definitely a levied city somewhere. Oh, by the way, Congo is gonna take over that one. Auckland, no. Oh, I see Valletta. Valletta. Oh, that is amazing, by the way. With Valletta, you don't even need the warriors, right? Even though maybe you can actually pressure another city-state or try to go towards Congo here. It's a long way. What it does is actually secures his suzerain of Valletta, which is going to be quite nice as a bonus for him, because he can buy out those city center buildings, like monuments, like granaries, like I would say water mills. Well, not I, you know what I mean. It's cheap, good value for the gold over here. Let's take a look at what's going on here. We got more of these theater squares coming out. I do see more horses are also being built. That definitely means Jerusalem is gonna be on the wrong end of those horses. We got more settlers also going to the northwest, and with the theater squares coming out, you can actually see Congo right now is making 1.6 great writer points a turn. Well, he's gonna make quite a few more when he gets theater squares. I'm actually seeing a lot of jobs for him to try to get some extra boost from, and thinking of this, we might actually have him try to go for Oracle. He did plug in Pingala in the southern city of Mbande, which of course will double the amount of, at some point when he's gonna get the bonus, will double the amount of great people points generated per turn by the city, which is actually quite a powerful promotion, especially for a nation like Congo that can get so many more. Now we do have already England putting I would say the wrong putting the stick on Bologna. We do have a horse being sent there. More horses are being trained in Liverpool. I do see the city parks also at the same time being finished, and I do see England did get a builder from Bologna, which honestly, wait, what are the chances, guys, Bologna is gonna take back the builder? Because you see these warriors are actually taking out the scout. They have a chance of killing the scout if they both attacked. Is this gonna happen? Oh my god. This is one of those moments we gotta test the AI. Oh man. It's like, god, man, you got 2 warriors, man. You got 2 warriors, bro. You know, we were just talking about the AI. This is one of those things, man. This is one of those things. Like, the AI just, I don't know, man, does weird stuff sometimes. We do have Lian coming up in Sheffield, and it looks like, of course, England is already trading here. We got Gran Colombia trading coastally, while England, I think, is trading internally, especially with Magnus being established there in the first city. Let me see the chat over here. He had a Congo archer on his southwestern border. Congo archer. Wait, what? Southwestern border. Are you? Which one? Oh, are you talking about the other Congo? Oh, this one, right? This one. Okay, yeah, I guess. England did smart move too. KW seems quite smart to do double Congo strategy for the pace in great people. Is it common to do in team matches? I haven't. I think this is the second time I do see the double Congo. I guess we're going to need to see if this is going to pay off. Still. We need to see, and I guess a lot of you do know me that I do prefer to see it in real life and not actually use speculation to actually resolve any kind of issues we have or question marks we have. So I do want to give the benefit of the doubt, and we're going to need to see what is going to happen throughout the game. We do have multiple settles coming in, 5 cities for Hungary. We do have 5 cities for Mbande. Looks like Victoria is on 5 cities. Aztec did actually expand quite a bit here, 1 2 3 4 5 6, and he's gonna get a 7th one next to the cattle tile. I wouldn't be surprised if he's gonna go one step further on the T tile so he can actually acquire the turtles. I'm pretty sure he knows about the turtles, but I want to double check. Does he know? Yes, he knows. Yes, he knows about the turtles. We're also not that far away from the feudalism timings, and as you can see, the Aztec, for example, is getting a lot of builders out. I wouldn't be surprised if he just finished feudalism. Oh, he's going for feudalism. Well, please don't finish builders before feudalism. Like, the MeuhMeuh, come on. Like, focus, bro, focus. You know, you gotta focus. We do have Jack actually finishing up feudalism in 2. He's gonna boost it for the other ones. So all that Aztec needs to do is try to use the 30% off builder cards, builder card, and then of course leave the builders on one turn, start training them, start again. Wait a second, get feudalism, put the card in, and then finish them up in the next turn. That's the sequence of events, right? Okay, another city over here from Hungary. He did actually put it on the dice tile, and I do see, of course, with the extra builder he's benefiting from, he's gonna try to improve the other one. He does have access to truffles over there as well as another resource, and this is the same continent. He didn't actually go for the south for the another continent since there are a few Gallic units over there, and I don't think he's gonna be that happy with it. And we got another merchant over here being recruited by Mbande. He's gonna take Ifaldan, which is gonna be another one of those increased trade route capacity merchants, and that's gonna be quite powerful here for Mbande. Very nice, very nice. The other Kongo is also getting in there in the points, and they're gonna try to get all of those going. I do see also Kongo here, the original Kongo is going for city packs for that extra amenity, and of course the happiness of his people. At the moment he's still at the content level, and they're gonna need to start trading around quite a bit. I do see the northern city Katango still has access to multiple resources, the diamond style for the situ style, of course the spices. He did improve the turtles, so he's gonna have quite a few extra resources of amenities, I should say, throughout his empire. I'm pretty sure they also found out about Auckland here, which is also quite important. Did anybody take it? No, nobody actually invested into it, and we're going to need to see if GoodShoot at some point in the game is going to take it out, because this might come back to haunt him if Hungary over here is going to try to levy it and send some units to Congo. Even though, yes, one tile choke, yes, I know it's hard to push, but you never know. When your opponent lets his guard down, you know, you might as well try it, especially if it's cheap, right? Why not? We do have Gaul already starting up to recruit a few great engineers, or I should say getting the points for the great engineers. 4.6 great points at 10 here, with James of St. George being the first one up. We do have great general points for Hungary. He did plug in the card here for quite a few turns, and I do see he already got 16 points out of 30. Mapuche is plugging in the card as well without putting down an actual encampment. That's fine, especially since nobody else from the game is going for general points. It should be fine. Most of them are simming, but I gotta point out, Cemetaire did actually manage to sneak in one of these scouts and managed to do the double pillage on the government plaza of Mapuche. That's quite dirty over there. And oh my god, look at this Gran Colombian scout just getting out of there. That's 4 movement scout with promotion, with the hill promotion. Woo, it's so fast. Beep beep. Pew. Now we do have Gran Colombia also moving on from the north with another warrior. He's gonna get another one of these pillages on the mine, and I do see Amani is being even getting settlers. Okay, I guess Tearty is moving to the south to get somewhere. Pamukkale maybe, Pamukkale settle. There's a scout over there on the west of his settler that he should actually connect, or at least try to get something going. Jerusalem just died. I don't know where Jerusalem was. Let me actually... Oh, this one, right? This one. Okay, Boubsho did manage to take over his next city there. 2, 4, 6, 7 cities already with... builders coming out. I'm pretty sure he actually is at the feudalism timing. I can actually see Tearty is developing it next, but Boubsho did have 67 cultural turn. Still has 67 cultural turn. That's the most culture in the game. He's still catching up on the science, but he is on 24 out of 67 anyway. We do have Hypatia being recruited by Mapuche, and he's gonna get a free library. In the districts he's going to put it in, he's going to get extra points of science from each of the library afterwards, or one I should say per library. While he is putting down his shemamuls, he is going to get more culture going for himself. We do also have I should say not that big of a difference between the production of the teams. What I can't actually help but notice, Mbande does have a significantly more food than his allies or opponents. We do have him getting those builders out, already managing to recruit writers, and I gotta take a look. 9.9 grade writer points a turn already. Wow. Okay, I mean, he does have 2 of these theater squares, both of them with amphitheaters. So yeah, that's rich, man. That is pretty good. That is pretty good. Bologna is still holding on to its strength actually with 21 garrison strength. I do see the horses will have a few med packs next to the city, and of course still Bologna is benefiting from a few of these warriors to help him out do the defense, while he is working on recruiting more archers. This might prove us a bit too tough for just those 2 horses to manage to take out, especially since Alpha G just moved back his horse. I don't know why. Was this a misclick? I guess it was a misclick. More city parts coming out from England. We do have him with the Gavron Plaza to the south of London. Ancestral Hall finished. He's getting his builders out from his new settles, and I do see a lot of traders are also coming out for him. He does or doesn't. He doesn't actually have this time an opportunity to settle on another continent, so he can get some extra trade routes from that. And well, we're going to need to see the big challenge between him and his opponent here. Alpha G is going to benefit from a decent amount of science and culture, but now, man, Boubsho might just, you know, go supercharged in the next part of the game. We're going to need to see how fast he's going to try to catch up on the science screen. You can see he's running so fast on the culture, he's outpacing everybody. Now, coming back to the possible conflicts here, we do have Kongo. Kongo settling a city right in the face of Hungary. Man, this is extremely disrespectful, man. Yeah, he's not worried, man. He's not worried. That's what GoodShoot is saying with that city of Kongo. We do have him also with the opportunity to go against a few Hungarian cities if he wants to, even though you can see he doesn't even have one single classical unit. That is just galley strength cities. And while we do have impacts, for example, horse coming out, Eager is coming out with a horse, and I'm pretty sure JackTheRipper is gonna need to figure out what his target is. You gotta be careful with this, because oh, he unplugged the card for the generals. Okay, I mean, he's not gonna get the general now. What's going on? Let's see. Great people. No, maybe he forgot. Maybe he forgot. Okay, maybe he forgot. Okay, PCS culture defender Jack. Can you imagine? Can you imagine that? That would be, I think, very how to say, unbelievable, extremely unbelievable. Between 3 opponents being the culture defender. Amazing. Let's see, there is a little need for Hungary to do it, but it's already sourced and has better units. Yes, indeed. Also, MS Toll, hello there, sir. I believe Hungary bought a couple of granaries to read the best timer. Oh, man. Okay, poking the bear over here, MS Toll. I understand how it is. I understand, man. Poking me with granaries. Okay, okay. I see how it is. I see how it is. Let's see. He's also moving a settler in his phase 2. Yeah, indeed. Okay. Oh, another city got taken down. Looks like Mapuche did take out Lahore from the north. Didn't actually want to give more chances for Suzdas over here, and this is gonna keep on happening until, of course, very few city-states will remain alive. We do have Hungary trying to protect Bologna from what? Because how actually they Suzed it? Okay, I mean, sure, that works if he's gonna want to do that. We do have England trying to move in to the north and get some scouting done with the horses, see what happens here with the Congo defenders, while of course the Congo units are actually moving from Jerusalem to the south. When war was declared on Jerusalem, I'm not that convinced they actually knew about it, while I'm pretty sure they knew about Bologna that got seized by Congo. And as you see over here, Congo does have a decent amount of military on 171 military strength. Boubsho is also ramping up that science with 39 and 87 culture. England is getting in with that horse inside of the borders of Congo, and I do see, of course, immediately Congo is getting into reposition his horses so he can protect his territory. Now, usually at this timing with the feudalism builders coming out, like the builders with the extra 2 charges on them, we're actually gonna see a lot of players chopping their lands, trying to get those mines in, and of course trying as quickly as possible to get the bonuses out of all of those out of the timing of feudalism. We do see a lot of cities coming up from Congo already here, and from what I do notice, let me actually take a look. Can I? Yeah, there we go. We got him on 8 cities already, and Mvemba Zinga did not get to kill a city state. I think he got all of these by building them. We do have him still working on Governor Magnus, and from what I do see, he did get over the 100 production mark as well. I gotta say at this point we're going to see how Exvupur is gonna manage to catch up, because he's getting outmatched by both of the Congos next to him. He did put a lot of production into his settlers, and now of course he did manage to get 2 for 6 cities, but it's not nearly as big as both Zingas. We do have him trying to go for the Great Path. I do want to point out we're 9 turns away from the next era, which means most of the players will want to start thinking how they're going to get all of that era score going and try to synchronize the era score requirement before the end of the new era. Let me take a look at something really quickly. Okay. Oh, Meteor Site. Hello. How are you doing today, Mr. Meteor Site? Free unit for me? For moi? Very nice. Mapuche is bringing back his army from taking over the city of Lahore, moving into the west side here, where we do already have Hungary trying to set up defense. We do have an encampment being put in Kösek, and I do see horses are coming around here. Looks like we do have those builders with feudalism charges coming out from quite a few cities of Hungary, and as you can see, he is starting to recruit a few scientists, but there we go. He's moving to chop and protecting his builder. While doing so, he knows to the southwest Congo might actually come up with a few of those unique units of his from the forest, and it's always a problem. We do have Congo also starting to get his classical units out, not his unique unit, just pure horses here coming up from Congo, while he does have a garrison in Kongo in the form of an archer and a warrior. I gotta say I'm very worried about Gaul here, because I'm very worried about his production points. I was saying when I saw Liang being plugged in, this is gonna be quite slow, and it does look like it's very slow, very slow. We do have him putting down more of those Oppidums. The Oppidums do require how to say, do require some kind of work on them. For example, these ones over here will require the stones to be improved to actually give the bonuses of production, which is a problem. You actually need to synchronize the builders on the tiles, and you acquire the tiles, put the gold in, improve those, and of course benefit not only from the extra production of the tiles themselves, which does have stone circles, but also from the extra adjacency towards those opinums. Now we're going to need to see how fast he's going to manage to do that. It looks like 5 turns for the builder coming up from Tervana. That's a long time, man. That's a long time, especially with Hungary from the north that is getting more in science and more culture, ramping up his available production. He's already on 161 production and 163 production, and we do have him going for an entertainment complex coming up over here from his third city, while he did manage to settle another city to the northwest. He's not that worried from the east side, and still he did not replug the general card in. He saw that nobody's actually making general points around him, so he doesn't need to either. Okay, city parks coming up from Mapuche, minus internal money going in there. We do have Liang being put to the east side, and let's coming up with the Mvemba is on the battlefield, boys. We got Mubata with some Mbebas here. And I do see he did manage to finish one of those encampments. We might actually see a quick chopping of a general here from Kinshasa. You can see the projects already coming in from that city center, and I do see is gonna have also more chops coming up from his capital. He did just chop down one of those Mbebas, and he's gonna move it to the south here to put it on the front line. He definitely needs to take out Bologna from the claws of his opponent, especially since our money is gonna be plugged in that city center. It's gonna make it quite tough to actually deal with. Now we do have England with no possibility to actually redcoat here Congo, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna be quite worried about what's happening to his north, even though at the moment Boubsho is not actually exploding with science. There's a strong possibility he will explode with science. He has a lot of cities. He's gonna put down quite a few of those campuses. He's gonna have a lot of culture since he did manage to acquire from an early stage of the game a lot of these books. This also gives him the opportunity to give the books to his allies, helping out his whole team at the same time. You can actually see Mbande still on 6.6 writer points a turn. He's gonna get a next one here, and I do see he already recruited. Let's see, two of them. He recruited 2 of them, so still 3 more available. Marco Polo, which is the third free trader over here, or I should say extra capacity trader, is on GoodShoot. So they did manage to finish up their plan with the third one coming up on the original Congo here. We do have GoodShoot with an exposed city, 2 exposed cities to the west side, 2 battleships. Well, of course, that's actually going to be quite later on in the game. He's also exposed to Candy, even though he could try to seize Candy so he can get some later on bonuses. Yeah, there we go. He did manage to get it. Remember, Congo does get a lot of bonuses from relics, so if you can couple the bonuses of Candy, whenever you're gonna find one of those new wonders, you're gonna get a relic, which is actually quite powerful on Congo. Now I'm not that convinced that was his plan, but I can't really say. There were a lot of cities that he would have wanted to put his points in otherwise. We do have also Congo getting one of these galleys to the north. Maybe he's gonna try to poke a little bit at Auckland. I do see he's plugging the chokes. I really like this, by the way. Preemptive plugging of chokes is gonna be important. He put a few units to the east side, so hungry in getting an encampment over there towards him. He got a little bit worried, and of course we're gonna need to see how he's gonna manage to deal with the upcoming power spike of Hungary, because it does look like not only he's gonna get a general or 2, he's also gonna get a lot of production to work towards those units. We do have 65 science and 71 culture here for Matthias Corvinus. With the 6 turns out from Golden Age, is 6 points away from getting a Golden Age, so he only needs a few more points going in. I'm pretty sure one of them will probably be how to say, a swordsman, while we might get to see, wait a second, we can't see a boat because he never actually settled coastal. So I guess we're going to need to wait and see what he's going to do here. Maybe he is going to go for the Black Army's castles. Engineering 1, mercenaries 1. Okay, that could be a possibility. I do see Mapuche getting up for the Malon timing. He's on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 horses already, which of course are moving to the west side through the one tile choke next to Huili Mapu. It doesn't look like Mapuche is that interested in putting a city outwards towards Hungary. While looking at this, JackTheRipper, he is putting out a few heavy chariots here on the east side, so he can better prepare against a possible attack. We will need to see if Tearty is going to manage to get in a decent amount of time there. He did get mercenaries, he's going for iron working, and I do not see castles available, so he's still going to need to wait a while until he gets that technology. Looking at Gran Colombia, he's still on 5 cities. He's sending a 6th one to the north, and in the Eels tab, he's making the almost the biggest gold generation in the game with 103, but he's only on 30 science and 38 culture. Definitely the fact that he had to develop his empire on this land with Gran Colombia wasn't ideal, and he's going to try to play a catch-up game for the remainder. But the economy is very strong, and that is important for his teammates. That is important for him as well. We're going to need to see if he's going to manage to help out his teammates with the gold he's generating, and of course what is he going to try to do in the later stages of the game. There are a few possibilities, very unlikely, but of course there still are a few. We do have the MeuhMeuh also with 49 science and 62 culture in a different space here. He did manage to settle a decent amount of cities on this tiny island of his with 2, 4, 6, 7 at the moment. The 8th one moving to the north. He's gonna finish Mausoleum at Halicarnassus in Tenochtitlan next turn, and he's gonna get that nice bonus there. I do see he did also manage to get Auckland, which is the city state to the north of Congo. GoodShoot is gonna need to deal with this, I would say sooner rather than later. You don't really want to give your opponent the advantage of Auckland, especially if he's coastal. He's gonna have so much more production. One of the problems with coastal cities is the available land they use. So basically, when you have something like Auckland, when you have the shipyards going, when you have something like Norwegian stave churches, you're gonna create more tiles for you to work in the seas. Even if they don't have resources on them, they're still gonna be relatively good to work. Now, for example, this reef tile, it turned into a 3-2-1. That's actually a good tile to work at the moment, right? Especially if you instead of working a 2-1-2, I'm pretty sure you're gonna want to work a 3-2-1, right? Now we're gonna need to see how this is how to say, how they're gonna try to get their golden ages. Still 4 turns to go, and looking at the screen here, we do have Tearty with the golden age. She's actually at the threshold right now with 48 points out of 48. Exvupur is gonna need 8 more points. That's not that close, and I do see he still is struggling to get all of the points he wants. He did manage to recruit James of St. George, put the walls in the north so he can protect himself from Jack, and I do see he did get, he's gonna get Oracle from Ratumakos. Not only that, but he's also putting down some theater squares there. Still has a problem getting his production up. He's actually the second least productive in the game, with only Cemetaire's actually being lower than him on 62 production. Oh my god, that's actually less than half production of most of the teams, most of the players in the teams here. Aztec didn't settle T and can't get turtle now. You noticed? Oh, he didn't. Yeah. Well, I guess, yeah, with Marcus he could, but does he have? Oh, with the Admiral, you mean with, yeah, I guess he can get it with the Admiral a little bit later, but yeah, I guess it's fine. Looking at the continued era score here, we do have Mvemba Zinga on 51 out of 52, and we're gonna need to see how he's gonna get the last one. If it's just only one, it should be fine. He's putting down aqueducts for the upcoming industrial zone, so he gets the most points towards them. And I do see he's setting up from quite a few cities these aqueducts. He did put his city parks from for a decent amount of amenities here, and I do see him improving and chopping a lot of his land very quickly here, trying to go through the feudalism timing and of course improving his land as quickly as possible. He does also need to prepare some form of military next to Kongo, more than these horses, and one of the reasons he is putting these Mbembas is just this. We do have him with more troops available. I do see a campus coming up from Bukavu. That's going to be a +3 here to the south. Kongo, even though it did get to the next population level of 4, it's on 6 already, didn't put his next district, and I'm a bit surprised about this. You know, any district, you want to lock it in place, you don't want the time to move forward when you discover these district slots, but it is what it is. We do have Boubsho actually overshooting the era score with 77 out of 58. He is starting to put his Mbanzas. This is the unique replacement of a neighborhood, which is being placed usually on a forest or a rainforest, and it does give you bonuses of gold, housing, and so on. It's actually quite good. Most of the time the players are trying to max out the number of these, and you can actually see he's pulling them from quite a few cities here. 1, 2, 3 coming up next. We do have him also moving his military to the south with the help of a general. He did manage to recruit one, and he is gonna pressure a little bit the city from the south of England, Leeds, while England is trying to get some more defenses there. He's gonna need to protect Piotahi as much as he can. I'm a bit surprised we don't actually see a war for Bologna here. It would have felt like Bologna should be taken out a little bit earlier. But anyway, England is also putting a lot of these production points to work for swordsmen, recruiting some more horses, and looking at his era score, he still needs 2 more points to actually get the golden age, 57 out of 59. We do have Cemetaire also reaching the golden age threshold with 51 points out of 50. He's still struggling to get his production points up, but still his economy is booming. We do have him on 111 production. I'm pretty sure Wieselbanken is going to help him a lot, and most of these trade routes are probably external. That's the reason he's actually doing so little production. MeuhMeuh with 61 science and 76 culture, 65 and 76 culture. We do have him on 157 production. He did put his last settler there to the north, and I do see he's getting another one here from Tlacopan, and 159 production is going to give him a lot of flexibility here to build whatever he wants. We do have Alpha G also on 76 science and 84 culture. He actually is making more science than Boubsho, but the culture is definitely something to work on. Boubsho did get the advantages of those great writer works, and as you can see, still needs to work on his science as well. There's a fight for Bologna. There's an ongoing fight for the Suits of Bologna. Actually, Boubsho is fighting JackTheRipper, and as you can see over here, he's trying to plug in also money going in there in 3 turns to keep the Suits of Bologna. So that's why it's not finding it. He's actually trying to protect it from England and not only Hungary. We do have manual readers starting to pop out from Chilli&Pepper. That means, of course, these units will start to move towards the Hungarian cities by the looks of their positioning over there. There are a few units from Hungary trying to defend, and more are coming out. More are being trained from the cities, so he can try to make a wall of units against these manual raiders. That's usually how the reaction goes when you have a nation so aggressive, and of course benefiting from that amazing unit of the manual raiders. The gold just got sent to Tearty. He's upgrading quite a few of these. I gotta say, looking at the number points here, I don't see that big of a result. I wouldn't expect that big of a result from the Mapuche Malraiders to go against Hungary and actually do a lot of damage. And we've seen it actually multiple times, how JackTheRipper defended against Mapuche's units. Okay, Era squad, I see Exvupur did manage to get his golden age points. MeuhMeuh is still 3 points out, and Aztec over here, is he? Oh, he's getting Colossus. Is this next turn? Oh, he needs it this turn. No, he needs it this turn. He needs to do something to actually get those extra 3 points. Maybe Pisa City State, maybe Leviat afterwards, something. We do have Alpha G also 59 points out of 59, and then JackTheRipper is at 57 out of 55. So on the left team, we got everybody getting their golden age options, while on Project Conquerors, we do have the MeuhMeuh over here needing to do something to get those extra 3 points in the next minute and a half. Is Vicky on a different continent than Congo? No, he's actually same continent. That's yeah, quite unfortunate over here for our sake, and maybe for England, but I'm pretty sure Congo is quite happy with the result over here. Even if he takes these cities to the south, he's still gonna give him the points, and I do see he's turning up on his universities, while he's putting pyramids here from Kinshasa, not only getting a free builder from it, but also getting an extra builder charge on each of his other builders. Very nice, very nice. What? Oh, Mad Beats, hello there, sir. Just noticed. How are you doing? How are you doing? Also, Spartacus, good evening, sir. 41 production Colombia. Yeah, I guess, well, I'm pretty sure Cemetaire here, using his externals, he did give up on a lot of his tempo from the beginning, but that also adds a lot of tempo to his allies because they can benefit from all of that extra gold, and they're using a lot of it. It's not actually just standing around in their banks and not being used there. Now we do have also Mapuche trying to go around the major defense of Ciosek. There is a great general over here for Hungary to try to get some extra points of damage and movement for his units in that city, while I still don't see a general here for Mapuche. It would have been quite nice to just keep working the card over there to get the points, but I guess he never did re-plug it in. We do have an encampment coming up from Chilli&Pepper, intelligence agents from his capital city, and I do see more builders still on 246 cities. That's compared to the other nations, he doesn't have that big of a city count here, but I can't say Tearty does have a lot of land to develop. Oh wait, there's another city to the north, Lahore. Not a good one, don't get me wrong, that's actually in the tundra. That's quite chilly over there. I would imagine it's not really productive. Now we do have Colosseum being put down by Hungary. He's actually gonna get it through between his cities, 2, 4, 6 cities, or even 7 cities if he puts one on Lake Redba, will be hit by that Colosseum.
Tactical smoke incoming.
Ooh, Colophonius, thank you so much for the 19 months. Whoa, tactical smoke. Yeah. I'm doing fine, say. I'm doing fine. By the way, happy Easter and everything. I don't think we actually got to talk between now and then. And I do hope you're also doing fine. I did have quite a bit of full of experiences weekend, I would say, and it did get me I did need a little bit of time to rebalance myself, so that I wouldn't really want to go into the details, so I'm gonna try to stay clear away from that discussion. Look, I do still have my worries about Gaul over here in the south. We do need to see if Gaul is going to manage to get going with his city parks, and get going with his amenities, get going with all of his bonuses, and catch up in the production queues. Exvupur is still well, actually he's doing much better now. He's on 160 production. He did double the number since the last time we watched him, so yeah, he's on a good path. Tooth bias, balloons. We got balloons everywhere. Yes, we do have balloons, and it does look like Hungary is immediately getting more units here. Crossbows to try to defend, and I do see Tearty is moving them through the fog of war as much as possible behind those forests. While there we go, he just plugged in one horse to see what's going on. Okay, I need to vote down, by the way. Okay, let's see. Preserve. Okay. This. Okay. So I'm pretty sure faith is not gonna be played. Okay. Alright, so we do have a bit of time actually until they finish this. So give me 2 minutes, guys. Right on time with some water. Chair streaming it is. Yeah. Well, I hope the chair got animated a little bit. Is Jack on a normal age? No, he's golden age enjoyer from what I can see. Everybody did manage to get their golden age points, and looking at what happened in the World Congress, we do have production 100% until the next Congress, producing or purchasing military units. We do have no harbors. I mean, a lot of those got built, but man, sheepy ass, bro. We do have also Boubsho managing to get those extra diplomatic points. I do see the Hungarian Black Armies coming around, being upgraded here, and looks like we do need to see if these battle raiders are going to manage to go in. They can actually move on the seal tile or try to move in on directly that, how to say, that campus. Boomface, thank you so much for the prime, sir. Thank you. Now we do have Hungary also trying to move the settler to the east side. Gonna have a bit of an issue with it moving there, but of course he's gonna need to put more gold into his horses to get upgrades. He has no movement here, so no upgrade available at this point in time. Thank you so much for the follow as well. Much appreciated, Face. Finally, the encampment of MeuhMeuh is going to finish in 2 turns. Quite a bit late for his Malon timing. Tearty didn't have time to put all of his districts down to reach all of the science he wanted, all of the other things he wanted, especially with the start of Liang there. Also, Terracotta Army coming up from Inapire Mapu that will give him an extra upgrade on extra, how do you call it, promotion on each of these units. It's going to be quite interesting to see how he's going to try to get these Malon Raiders to level 1 so they can get to level 2. There was, and I gotta point this out, there was a nerf on the Malon Raiders quite some time ago, so they can't just run rampant on his opponent's territory anymore. They do require those promotions to actually do that. Let's take a look in the south. Is there anything happening? No, I see Gaul just managed to build a wall of these districts, Opidums and encampments next to them, while he's getting a few spearmen out to defend against a possible Black Army attack. I would have loved if GoodShoot over here would have tried to push from the southwest, at least with a few Gaul Mvembas. You know, those are cheap, those are fast. You can actually do this quite quickly against Hungary, and it would have forced Hungary to deploy some more units to the west side, weakening his eastern side possibilities, which of course it's very important because at the moment you can see how Hungary fully prioritized the eastern side over the western side. Terracotta, when it's 5 turns away from MeuhMeuh and Mapu, he doesn't have a chopper available, nor does he have a builder next to one of the possible chops that are 3 tiles out, very expensive to do. I do see an intelligence agency finishing up next turn from Mapuche, so he is gonna get the option to put in a spy, which is gonna take a few turns to actually move and deploy to one of the cities. Usually the players do try to use intelligence agency coupling with the Terracotta army to try to get at least a level 2, like more promotions towards the spies, with the possibility to actually get those level 2s, which are very important throughout the game. Getting 2 diplomatic visibility points over your opponent will give you a +6. It's +3 damage each, so that's actually quite important later on. Finally, we do have Gran Colombia expanding a little bit more to the southwest, where I do see he is going to get the benefits of some silver tiles, and I do see Mapuche sending a few Malon Raiders. Maybe he can do some cheeky things over here. Oh my god, he's going to see the 20 strength city of Valencia de Carabobo. Yeah. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. We do have re-levied of Polonia. Looks like JackTheRipper is still fighting off Boubsho for that city-state. I do see JackTheRipper did switch to a free inquiry golden age. He's benefiting from 138 science and 44 culture. That will significantly slow down his possibilities to acquire those acquire those envoys. We're going to need to see how he's going to keep on getting Bologna over there. Of course, the levies are a way of getting this, and oh, I like this. By the way, we do have coursers coming up from England in the water, trying to disembark next to the Congo cities, while Congo does have knights, and he does benefit from a lot of production. We're going to need to see if they're going to be ready on the coast on the west, since the majority of his army is actually deployed to the south, so he actually can defend against a possible attack from Hungary. On the other Congo, we do have actually let's take a look at their golden age options before we do anything else. We do have a Tearty, 88 science, 74 culture. He's in a second pen Russian voice golden age, still trying to do something with the Malons. Doesn't look like anything's gonna happen majorly here. Those black armies came just in time, and it does look like Tearty only managed to do 2 pillages, one on the seal tile and one on the campus. Exvupur with a second pen Russian voice golden age. She did manage to catch up in the production, and we're going to need to see if he's going to manage to get back his science, get everything going like this. He has 8 pop cities, 6 pop cities, so quite a few districts can be put down, and you can see him spamming out his library so he can get his science up. That's good, that's good. He's going to go over 100 science relatively quickly here, and that is pen Russian voice science. That is not free inquiry science. You gotta take that into account. GoodShoot with 84 and 80. He is with 200 production and the pen brush and voice coordination. He's second one, getting a few more scientist points. Opening up Isaac Newton, by the way. The next one up is Isaac Newton, which is gonna give free library in a university in a district and the extra 2 points of science for each of those universities. We do have horses coming around here, a few more horses from GoodShoot. While he did get pillaged in the south, that's a bit unfortunate. Here I do see the diplomatic quarter got pillaged. Okay, interesting. I'm still surprised the candy is not being taken out, but sure, okay, sure, it is what it is. We do have Boubsho with 146 science and 110 culture in a free inquiry golden age, which is putting all of those commercials to work towards his science acquirement, while he is still working on a few knights here and there. He does have to contend with the Hungarian army, and he might actually notice the English courses coming around, especially since that archer is standing there. He's gonna try to stay out of his vision, but of course we're going to need to see if Boubsho is going to be on the point with his units there, with the visibility he has on the western coast. I do see a campus research projects coming around from one city. That means he is trying to get Isaac Newton next. He's on 43 great scientist points a turn. Makes me think he already finished a project from one of his cities and considers one extra project is going to be enough. He just jumped up to 175 science. Ooh, 110 culture as well. Okay, very nice. Cemetaire is on 55 science and 70 culture. Still very low when it comes to his production capabilities. On 96 production, but he did manage to get right on time a Corsair here, not only boosting his city strength, total city strength, but also able to defend the Malo Raider pillage, or I should say attack, coming up in Carabobo. He's gonna need to be careful here on the western side as well. That Malo Raider is nasty, man. It can get so far so fast over here with the 6 movement. We do have also the MeuhMeuh with 99 science and 101 culture. Pen brush and voice coordination is second one, and I do see him trying to get, wait. Is this a miscommunication here? I see Aztec. Oh wait, no, that's the same team, right? It's Aztec and JackTheRipper trying to get the Colosseum at the same time. Whoa, I mean, you know, communication is key, bro. He did manage to get his entertainment complex with his unique building, the Tearty, in there, and then he started building on Colosseum but never actually finished putting the production points in. Okay, I guess that's fine. Working on his science requirement, he does have a decent amount of culture, pen brush and voice helping him a lot in that sense, while he did manage to get a few more bonuses from Mausoleum, has quite a few city parks, and I do see campus research projects coming up from Chalco. Unlikely that he's gonna get Newton. I'm pretty sure Kongo's gonna get it, but I guess, you know, if you don't try, you're never gonna get something. Alpha G 200 science. Whoa, that's a lot of science. Free inquiry golden age for him. He is managing to keep up with Boubsho as much as he can in the culture department and in the science department. You do see him also on 246 gold a 10. That's a big economy at this point in the game. We do have him with horses also moving from the east, moving from the west. He's going to try to do a pincer maneuver and try to force Kongo to defend on both sides. That is going to be quite problematic over here for him. Boubsho? Wait, he did. Oh, wait, Gaul got it. Gaul, man, that production, man, look at that. Isaac Newton got recruited by Exvupur. He is going to get the extra science points there, and I guess he needs it while Ibn Khaldun was on Congo. He did get the amenity one, that's how you call it. Extra 2 housing and 1 amenity for the chosen campus, and increased non-food yields benefits of happiness in your empire by 40%. We do have Alpha G, by the way, also with campus research projects coming out from his cities, trying to go for foreign ministry and putting down a few of these granaries for the extra housing on his coastal cities. Not bad as an idea. He is also getting his universities going for that extra science. JackTheRipper, free inquiry golden age this time. He did manage to push back the Malo raiders, and I do see he's gonna settle a city to the northeast of Eger on the river of Truffle, the Truffle River. Wow, that's okay. That was a much easier name than I thought to pronounce. Finally, he actually has a spy from Mapuche inside of his cities, 3 turns out from getting Colosseum here in his third city, and I do see him trying to go for Kilvakisivani. Quite important on a nation like Hungary to actually benefit from a lot of those envoys, but he was kind of forced to go for a free inquiry golden age, so he gets the science in this era, so he can keep up with his opponents around him, of course, with GoodShoot, with Exvupur to the south, with Tearty to the east side. Now he has more science than all of them, and that is important. He's gonna get the technologies he needs to withstand possible attacks, and I gotta say, we don't actually see them, you don't see his opponents putting a lot of pressure on him from either side. The only pressure were those Malo raiders, which only got a few pillages, and that's it, like 2 pillages and that's it. It did force Hungary to build an army on the east, don't get me wrong, that's still good in my book. We're gonna need to see if there's gonna be any kind of follow-up attack after this. We do have Gaul also managing to get a few encampments here and there, and I do see his points. He is barely scratching the surface here of points, on 1 great general point a turn. Hungary is on 8 great general points a turn. We got Mapuche on 4, we got England on 4. It looks like Aztec is on 1, Congo on 1, and the other Congo on 2. You can't say that's that big of a race in that department over there. Big D, good evening, sir. Hello there. Do we Pasla? Can we see yields? Yes, sir, you can. I'm gonna put it up on the screen here. Mad bids, everyone got golden indeed. But look, Bologna is so big, she stole him a tile on Wonder. Oh, you mean this one? Yeah, I guess if there were any plans of him actually trying to get Chicken Itza, there are no more. There's one less tile to make Chicken Itza work. Whoa, we got Hungarian Muskerman with the foreign ministry bonus, oligarchy legacy, the combat strength from the river kick trade, going against Congo, and it looks like they can actually push through, of course, with the help of the crossbows. Hungary did also manage to force the movement of that Congo archer from the west side to allow these English coursers to make a move on the city of Kinshasa. Now, I gotta point out, Boubsho is not aware of this happening, and as you can see over here, is prioritizing to get the science rather than the units, which might actually come back to haunt him. He's thinking he's safe in the south because he does have all of these units in the line. That's not safe from our side because, of course, you can see the coursers in the water, which he doesn't. And on the east side, there are going to be a few coursers as well. Oh my god, he's going to be so annoyed about this. I would definitely be so annoyed of having to do western side, eastern side, and southern moves. Moves on 3 flanks, that's a problem. Does the production cost increase from Congress affect city-states as well? I'd assume so. Wait, the natural one? I don't think it increase. I don't think city-states are affected, but I guess somebody actually needs to tell us more about this. Somebody who does the coding on maybe the how to say the mods. Maybe they know. Skuzel Munke, good evening, sir. Hello there. Okay, so Congo still has one chop here that he could benefit to get some points in, and I do see he already noticed the coursers on the west side. Still no reaction when it comes to changing up his production queues in his city so he can get some armies out. You can see it's halfway through the turn here, and he's still actually chopping down universities rather than units. Looking at the lands of Hungary, he did manage to push back the Malon Raiders. Actually, right now Mapuche is trying to figure out if he can actually do some damage over here and take some tiles back, do some pressure. To the south, we did have those Malon Raiders reaching Maracaibo, but he's not reaching tiles that could actually be pillaged. You can actually see the land, the way is blocked by one of these courses of Cemetaires, and he's gonna be fine. He's getting a few courses out, a few more courses out for good measure to put up a good defense against the Mapuche Malon Raiders, and honestly it doesn't look like Mapuche is gonna go anywhere. He did manage to get level 2 Malon Raiders here, which is quite important, especially since he's fighting a Golden Age Golden Age nation. He's gonna get that very nice double envelopment, a double flanking bonus, and the courser to do the combat strength against the ranged and what is it, the siege units. We do see Mapuche also trying to get into the science game here, putting down a few more universities while he is getting that Picumapu city with the biggest campus he can with the +8 there. Very nice, very nice. In the production queues, in the yields, we do have actually Boubsho with the biggest production in at the moment, but he's going to be pillaged quite a bit, so his production is going to suffer while he's going to be pushed from the south here. We do have Kongo trying to make a counter push with his coursers, and I do see he's getting pillaged by England. He's now putting some knights into production from Kinshasa and Kabasa, while he is seeing a few turns these courses starting to come around from the east. This is going to create quite a bit of chaos here next to his capital city, and the knights won't know where to go. I mean, he has the production, but look at his numbers in the northern cities. Unfortunately, it's taking him what, 7 turns to actually get one from Mbande. It has 8 population, but it just doesn't have tiles to work. Usually in these scenarios you do want to buy out even 3 tiles out hills just so you can get more production towards that city center. Looking at also the other numbers, we do have Alpha G still steaming ahead with his science count in the south here. Not even fully university, not even his campuses are full with universities. He's now building them, while he did manage to get the population necessary for the next district slot. We do have him connecting his economy with his ally at the moment. I see a lot of those trade routes did get repositions, reassigned to actually trade with Gran Colombia. The reason he's actually making so much gold, and probably Bank did get plugged in for the extra +2 food and the +2 production for both nations. And I'm pretty sure Gran Colombia is doing the same for good measure. Looking at Aztec at the moment, he did manage to recruit ironclads with admirals, and I'm pretty sure he's just going to keep on simming. Wait, this is another wonder that Hungary was building. Well, what's going on here? Whoa, 15 turns to get it. Oh, I mean, that's going to be a bit too late, man. 6 turns for Kilvakizivani coming up from Chalco. I do see Pingala is being plugged into that city center as well. Foreign Misty coming up from Tenochtitlan. Looks like this attack is steaming ahead here. We do have the Hungarian musketmen getting closer to these men-at-arms. The men-at-arms are getting a decent amount of defense from the land they're on, and also the Great General there is giving them a bit of defense, but it's still not enough to keep these musketmen at bay. We're gonna need to see if more units are gonna come. Oh wait, Hungarian field cannons. Oh, hello, ballistics. We do have Hungary here with 3 field cannons that are gonna take out these men-at-arms, and just look at them go. Boom, one goes. And of course, now JackTheRipper is gonna manage to get the attack going on Boubsho. Boubsho is not ready for this. He's getting pillaged in his mainlands here, while from his east side he's getting also attacked by these marked coursers. Now we do have knights that still need more production or more time to actually get out of his cities, and unfortunately even the one that he was trying to get from Kinshasa did get pushed back a little while. They do have a decent amount of gold generation, but it's definitely not enough to keep on buying heavy chariots and turn them into knights. He's gonna need to use that hard production to get going. Exvupur finally did manage to get over the production of everybody else in the game with 264. He's still on 120 science and 110 culture, even though he did manage to recruit Newton earlier. And now he did expand to the south a little bit more with Durecortoran and Turones. I do see Avaricum trying to get Machu Picchu here, and more campuses coming up from Durecortoran. There we go. That's a +3 over there next to the mountains. Very nice, very nice. I gotta say, I'm very worried about their mental health right now. Their mental state, not only health, mental state. Because you gotta take into account what's going on here on Kongo, on Mbande. They were relying on Mbande to be the biggest one, right? They were relying on Mbande to carry this game. And looking at what's going on over here, we do have Hungary between 3 opponents that is standing tall. It's also managing to push Mbande from the other side of the map and keeping at bay those Malon Raiders. At the same time, it was getting a lot of science, right? 167 and 59. Well, actually it dropped a little bit, but sure. It's still quite good compared to his allies there. That is a bit of a problem for what's going on here, because he's using that extra bit of advantage he got from the science to actually push Mbande exactly at the time these coursers are coming out from the water to pillage the tiles of Kongo. And we're going to need to see how much damage is going to be over here on Boubsho. While he's on 251 production, he's going to get a few more units out of his lands. He did connect a lot of his trade routes already with Mapuche, so those are some of them are actually out quite far, but his mines are ripe for the picking, and England is ripping them out from the lands here. There is a bit of a problem also with the land possibilities for Congo to go and attack, from Hungary to go and attack Congo. And I gotta point this out, these field cannons cannot shoot from the western side. They actually need to go into the rainforest to start shooting. And you can see JackTheRipper is trying to make space for them so they can position themselves against the city center of Mvemba. Now, in the south here, it looks like England keeps going for the science. Okay, it's fine. Eastern, another pillage. So we got 1, 2, 3. One of the courses did get taken. Oh, wait, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these pillages for the mines. I see the market also got pillaged over here in Kinshasa, while probably JackTheRipper will get this mine as well. We do have him moving on the city of Mvemba, but I gotta say these Congo Knights are gonna move reposition to the south. Boubsho is gonna get ballistics. He's also gonna get the fortress to nationalism. He just needs a lot more units to actually keep up with the necessary defenses in the south there. I do want to see what GoodShoot is doing. Oh, I see. He's fully focused on taking down Auckland, because Aztec, the MeuhMeuh, did actually get a caravel going with the levied units from Auckland. That puts him in a bit of danger, and of course he needs to take care of that. GoodShoot did put a few units on the east side, and looking at his science requirement, he's only on 121 and 99 culture per turn. He's going to need a lot more science if he wants to be competitive with his opponents, especially since Montezuma, he has this science with a pen brush and voice. That's a lot of science from now. 173 with 125 on an island spawn over here. You can imagine that it's actually quite a pretty good resort. And this is without full universities in his campuses. More campuses coming around, and I do see his finishing up improving the majority of his tiles in the land. Let's take a look at the first moves here coming up from Hungary, going against Congo. Let's go, let's go. Let's see, he's even finishing that university. That's so greedy. I know, right? What is the situation with Valletta Levi pushed to the northeast of Boubsho? Valletta Levi northeast of Boubsho. Nothing really happening. Wait, this is Valletta push. Yeah, nothing really happening. It's just there. But that, I mean, if he pushes this, that would be amazing. There are no very strong units coming up from Valletta, so I guess how to say, JackTheRipper is focusing his efforts in the south here, using the units of Bologna rather than those ones in the north. And yeah, there we go. We got one more pillage there on the mine. Congo did try to do some damage against the cuirassier. The knights are not capable of doing significant damage, and we do need to see if Hungary is gonna manage to get that knight placement next to the city, even though that is gonna be a problem to keep a unit on there just because of that march style. That looks like we got Jack trying to get the positioning through the forest so they can start, so these field cannons can start shooting. They do have the extra movement from being levied, and of course it is a bit too far away for him to send the general here for an extra point. It is what it is, man. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Oh, Nalanda actually got taken out with the Valetan units. Nice. Hungary also has a great general here, and if he does manage to re-levy Valletta, then it's going to be quite important. He only has 59 culture, so he needs to be careful when he's going to get those envoys in. He did finish Colosseum in his cities, and I'm pretty sure he's going to have them quite happy here, at least content. He's fighting, so yeah, there we go. We're losing some amenities from the war weariness. I do see he did manage to win the war against those Malon Raiders in the city of Sejet. I'm pretty sure there weren't that many Malon Raiders. If I remember correctly, there was either just one or maybe two Malon Raiders. We do see Mapuche trying to get back his army from Chilli&Pepper, retraining these Malon Raiders, and Mapu as well. We do have one popping out next turn from Inapire Mapu, and I do see he's trying to get some universities in the meantime. Tearty, he did manage to get to 137 science and 103 culture with the pen, brush and voice, 217 production. He just needs to focus his efforts into something to reap the benefits out of it. Now we do have Gaul also putting some defensive units towards the north. He knows there is a possibility that Hungarian black armies might actually push through his borders to rip a few pillages from his land. So Exvupur here is readying himself up with a statue of Zeus, getting some free of the free spearmen and free archers. He just built an army with the wonder. We do have him also managing to recruit a great writer. With Oracle, he's generating a decent amount of great writer points. Let's actually take a look. 6 great writer points a turn, while you know, Mbande, where is Mbande? Mbande is still 6. Okay, he never put the double card. Okay. Oh, Mubata! Oh my god. A cat showing up for the full value. We do have a cat over here being soused, and because of that, all of these muskemen did full damage against the walls of Mubata. Guys, Kongo is fallen. We do have multiple field cannons training their shots on Mubata, while we do have JackTheRipper about to take over that city center next turn. Looking at his available options here, it will take out the field cannon of Congo. This is an encampment from Mubata, right? No, it's Kinshasa. Okay, that's actually gonna live. It's gonna survive. Very nice. An improvement unlocked by the Liang promotion. Okay. Oh, those are city parks. Yes. Where people get 3 gold. Oh, you mean, wait, no city parks here. Where are the city parks? Here. You mean these tiles? Yeah, these are from Liang promotions. This one, parks and recreation. You get the ability to construct a city park improvement on flat land, and it gives you, like, it's only 1 per city, but it gives you 3 science, 3 culture, 3 gold, 1 housing, and 1 amenity. This amenity thing is the most important one. I gotta take a look at Mapuche's lands here. Did he actually use this? Yeah, he did use the city parks to increase the appeal of his Shemamuls, even though then he took it back down. And it wasn't really a concentrated effort for those Shemamuls. I'm a bit sad of this. I'm pretty sure he could have made this land a lot better. Psycho Mike, hello there, sir. Good evening, good evening. Arsenius, how have you been doing, sir? Okay, let's see the moves here. Is he gonna manage to take Mubata before any kind of counterattack? He does have these field cannons which are trying to do the shots against the units, taking out another one of those coursers, while The muskets are getting attacked. There we go. Quite a bit of damage there from the northern city of Kinshasa encampment. We still have England pillaging the lands, lighting on fire all of these mines next to his capital city. And Boubsho over here is in quite a bit of pain. JackTheRipper's musket did put the city center of Mbande under siege. It's not going to repair, and you do see he's trying to move in with new units. Fortunately, I'm not that convinced he's going to have one. Maybe if he just, you know, well, honestly, he doesn't care about the units anyway, right? So it's all about the first moves next turn. Who's gonna get the moves on these units? If the city is not gonna heal, it's gonna stay on 49 out of 200 garrison health, and that is gonna be a significant issue for Congo. Boubsho, man. Boubsho. I gotta say, those moves coming out from Alpha G to actually disembark over here from the west and the east created enough chaos for Hungary to get in with those units. Let's take a look at what's going on here. Gaul. We do have Congo. That's actually, he's meeting up the hussars of Hungary. These are the replacement cavalry units of Hungary, which are very strong. We're going to need to see if there's going to be any kind of attack here. You can see how much damage they do even against the coursers, not to mention the men-at-arms or the crossbows. They're one-shotting the crossbows of Congo. Congo did manage to get a frigate out from Katango, which he is going to try to use to attack the city of Auckland over here, trying to take it down as quickly as possible to not allow his opponent Aztec to benefit from all of that extra production. But still, the size is a problem. He's on 150 size with 107 culture. Can't really get up to the Aztec level of 231 and 134, but he is managing to catch up to JackTheRipper's science acquirement here. Science results acquirement. Well, anyway, you know what I mean. 4 catapults Auckland. Yeah, wait, there were 4 catapults. Oh my god, there are 4 catapults here. Kick. Well, at least, you know, the catapults don't do that much damage against the catapults, but still it's gonna be quite fun. Let's see. Bam, 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 bam. Ooh, catapult down. No, it's fine. It's fine. He's gonna get a promotion, guys. It's fine. Okay, let's see. First moves. Mbande is taking down JackTheRipper. Doesn't want to play around in the dirt with the city he has across the world, so he's just gonna raise it down. So he used the units of Bologna levy. Those units 1 turn away from losing the levy. He did manage to take down a city from Congo, quite an important city over here to the south of Mvemba. You can see Boubsho dropped down from 200 plus science to 171 science, 92 culture. He lost a lot of production. He was over 200, now he's on 150. I think he was around 250 production at the point of this attack started. And you can see the fact that he lost a lot of his mines, he lost the city center, that just puts him back so much right now. We're gonna need to see if he's gonna manage to survive an upcoming attack, but that also significantly weakened him for Alpha G to move in with stronger units later on in the game. Maybe we're gonna see a tank attack coming up over here, and we're gonna need to see if Boubsho is gonna be ready to withstand it. Now Lautaro on the west side is looking like he's going to need a little bit more army. He did manage to reposition his Malon Raiders, and I do see spies coming up from Iran Mapu, new ones, and Ngulu Mapu. Makes me think he actually lost one somewhere. No, it's still here. Okay, he's trying to get a siphon funds next turn. Now we do have more commercials. I do see industrial zones. I don't see aqueducts here coming up from his cities, which does mean these industrial zones are not gonna have the best adjacency ever. It's still gonna be a +3. Not well, yeah, not great, but still it's better than nothing. On Gaul, by the way, we do have him starting up his workshops, getting his barracks going. He did manage to put down another one of those encampments there, actually another 2 ones that I can see, getting more walls up in the northeastern quarter. And I do see he did finish up his southern expansion, his southern improvements. Got Machu Picchu over here, did manage to get those libraries inside of his districts. And looking at his results, he's right now on 162 science and 141 culture. In the total tab, though, he is still 500 points of science below the MeuhMeuh, for example, very low below JackTheRipper with 1100 science points difference, while Alpha G is just steaming ahead with 400 science ahead of everybody else. Okay, there we go. Bologna lost its levy. Let's see. Is this the upcoming attack, by the way? Is this what's gonna happen? Oh, Valletta, where are you sending your crossbow? Come back, man. Come back to Nalanda. I mean, I like this, but I don't like these in the tundra somewhere north. It is what it is. What's going on here? Can they? Oh my God! Guys, I think this city is gonna survive. What do you think? Is Auckland gonna survive?
Invention I want you to see.
Show you.
Okay, Hungary is sending some hussars here to Gaul. They are going to encounter the pikemen, which should be strong enough. Well, actually, only the pikeman core is strong enough. This one is not. We're going to need to see how that production is going to work to train these pikemen here. And I do see one is coming out next time from Tervana. It's probably going to pop over here in the encampment on the west side, while he's going to need to quickly move it out of the way of these hussars. And we do have Timur also coming up for Hungary for some extra points on these hussars. There's not a concentrated attack at the moment, but he is poking a little bit, chewing a little bit on the left, a little bit on the right, and we're going to need to see where the defense is going to break. I gotta also point out the economy is not that great. Actually, the one that got attacked the most, which was Boubsho, is the one making the most gold out of the team with 131 points of gold per turn. GoodShoot is coming up next with 102, and then Tearty with Exvupur are not really making any gold with 41 and 3 respectively. On the other side, totally different story. We got a booming economy with very nice stats overall. 125 gold for Cemetaire, so the MeuhMeuh is 241, Alpha G 82 is 294, and then we do have JackTheRipper on 89. Even if he's fighting these wars, he's still doing quite a bit of gold. We do have actually Hungary managing to get in some shots on Novio Duno, and it does seem like he might actually even take that city. Auckland will survive. Yes, also a piece of cloud. Thank you so much for the follow, sir, and welcome. Okay, there we go. Hungary moving in with his hussars. We do have Novio Dunum getting slapped another time, and the new hussars are coming in on the east side as well as on the west side. Hungary is gonna start pillaging these tiles, the mines, and trying to reap the benefits of his attacks here, while he is gonna force his opponents to invest more gold into their defense, and will definitely hurt any kind of timings their opponents were working on. Now we do have Kongo also Mbande managing to get his core ability. He's gonna make stronger units from 2 of them, and we do have already Toothpies calling it out. When CC, when will they concede the game to the power of the Conquerors? Minesh Goblin, hello there, sir. Yeah, making a good point. Jack is rallying everybody. I mean, that's, you know, that's the job of Hungary. That's the job of Hungary. Just, you know, trying to do as much chaos on the map as possible, using city-states from all over, trying to get those points in, reap those benefits, yeah? Now, we do need to see if there's gonna be any kind of reaction here from original Congo. He's still fighting Auckland in the dirt, but since he did see those trebuchets, I'm pretty sure he's very, I'll say, careful of attacking the city of Auckland. He's extremely disincentivized, I would say, from attacking that city center. It's gonna be very costly and, yeah, not cool at all. Now we do have Tearty also trying to get some more vaccines in. It looks like he's putting down more encampments. He is getting up for war, but unfortunately without a strong economy, it's going to be very hard to upkeep everything he needs over there. the small soldiers, thank you so much for the resub. Much appreciated for the 5 months. Thank you, sir. We do have also England managing to get a few more knights here and moving them from the southern part. He's getting his military academies going, and it looks like we might actually see him try to go for tanks. I do see Alpha G is going for banking, nationalism coming up in Fortens. It's gonna be quite late when it comes to fascism timing, but I guess he's not gonna care that much about it. With 326 production, 300 gold, 10 and 300 science, he should be arriving at the tanks timing well before Congo is even gonna sniff around it, especially since Boubsho is going industrialization, which again is gonna hurt his chances of coming back. I do see Alpha G is also going for scientific theory, so he's not beelining tanks yet. Oh, city got taken from the Gauls. Noviodonum, a newly settled city by Exvupur on the eastern side, and where it was, I do have to point out, it was a bit dangerous to settle in, but he did, and now he lost it. Now we do have Exvupur also getting attacked here from the western side by these hussars from the north as well. The Hungarian hussars are actually quite strong to withstand the counterattacks of these crossbows and the wall shots while they move in on the mines, so they can pillage a little bit. We do have a Timur here that's just standing by trying to watch what's going on over there. That's GoodShoot, man. I got this Corsair, man. This Corsair is trying to help his team. We do have him getting some gold from that mine, which I'm pretty sure he's actually gonna how to say, it's gonna be his last, or is it? New kid show, Auckland, the siege engine. Went course on Jack. That let me actually take a look. We got mercantilism actually coming up from Jack. I'm not so convinced he wants to core up. He doesn't have that many units to core up. Let me see. Does he have? No, he doesn't have the core ability. Okay. Nor does he have some easy ways of dealing with the walls, especially since these are James of St. George walls. They are 150, the medieval walls, they're 150 fortification health compared to the normal ones that are 75. And I gotta also point out Exvupur is still a ways away. He's on metal casting, while he's gonna need ballistics to actually get those I would say those field cannons for the counter attacks. Well, in the meantime, metal casting is going to give him access to pike and shots, which are going to be significantly stronger than the normal pikemen he has right now. Let's see what's going on here. Any more attacks? We do have Kongo trying to poke out a little bit with his few units. He might actually take a few more units from Bologna, but I gotta say Bologna is gonna survive in any case. That's a 62 defense strength city with walls up. It's also trying to build medieval walls. If it's not gonna be attacked in the next 5 turns, it's definitely gonna get that going. Okay, a lot of knights here, a lot of knights coming up from Alpha G, and he's still going top 3. Okay, so he feels like he's safe to go full industrialization, go for planes, go for aerodromes, and then switch back to I would say the bottom 3, which is gonna be fine. I mean, but he's gonna lose his free inquiry golden age soon. He's only 2 turns away, so I guess he did want to get the planes before anything else. They are quite far on the top 3 here. Okay, workshops, traders. Oh my god, am I the only one thinking that Mbande kind of got crippled over here? We do have him on 224 science and 99 culture, so maybe I'm speaking too soon. We do have him still on 246 cities, so again a bit of a problem with the city count. He did need to build up, and it's good that he actually got his setup going with the industrial zone, so he can work the production 282 to come back into the game. And now he does have significantly more value per builder because of the pyramids, and I'm pretty sure he's going to try to make the most out of it. Now we do have also Congo and still staying away from Auckland. Is he last moving, first moving Auckland? As in, there is a strategy which is extremely, how to say, hard to counter. It's last moving a unit, shooting a city, and then moving out. You can do that with other units as well. It is extremely annoying if you do this. But it is also tricky to actually synchronize with the last movements of the turn, so your opponent didn't finish his turn, and so on and so forth. But as you can see over here, the frigate might actually keep on pounding on the city of Auckland every turn in the last seconds and moving out with the frigate until one of the caravels can move in and take it down entirely. Aztec can be as battleship Congo. Yeah, he can. Yeah. Okay, there we go. So last moving frigate in, taking out walls, moving out, and then you can see us actually these caravels do decent amount of damage, is like 30%. So yeah, they're gonna go in there after it is done. Good shoot, moving out frigate first. More pillages coming out from Hungary on Gaul. He did keep the city of Noviodunum, even though he is rebelling in 3 turns. JackTheRipper does need to be careful maybe to plug in one of those governors there, and I do see he's actually doing a decent amount of damage against those hussars with Exvupur managing to get so many of these shots from his districts, and the crossbows onto that one unit. It managed to put it down to very, very low HP range, 6 out of 100. Now it didn't manage to get a promotion. That is still gonna be a problem. He needs to rely on just self heals to actually get it going. Not really ideal, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. I do have to point out also, Hungary is not really a threat to Hungary anymore. It doesn't have that many units, and the units he has are actually lower in technology than Hungary's units. So at the moment he's focusing on getting anything else. Also, Hungary is not deploying that big of an army on the east side. We're going to need to see after the World Congress, which is coming up in the next 2 turns, what are the stats. We do have Boubsho managing to get 116 points out of 126. Unfortunately, he's still 10 points away from getting his golden age. On the other side, we do have JackTheRipper on 120 out of 97. He's going to get his golden age, and I'm pretty sure it is going to be reformed the coinage to try to get something out of that. MS Doll also probably domination in modern era. Probably if he takes Auckland and does not raise it, Hungary will farm a lot of favor for it. Oh, I'm pretty sure. It's farming favor, man. That's how you do it these days. Farming favor. Another shot on Auckland. Auckland is gonna heal a little bit, and I think it's still gonna be 2 turns until they can actually take over that city center safely. And Kongo still needs to be careful to move out the frigate. And yeah, I do agree, he needs to delete the city. Okay, anything prepared over here? Okay, Gran Colombia not doing anything. He's just moving around his Gran Comandante Generals. We do have Hungary managing to stabilize over here in Noviodunum because of the switch of the era. We do have him in a golden age, and his opponent is in a dark age, so he's applying a lot more loyalty pressure. Gaul did manage to push back the units on the west side, while I do see he's also deploying a few units to spike his shots towards his lands, the lands of Congo, so he can stop these hussars from doing that much damage. But still, they managed to get the 2 pillages on the mines here, on the niter mine and that iron. That's a lot of gold. That's a lot of gold. So let's see. Still no choice here in the golden age option, so we don't know what he's gonna do. Let's give it a few seconds. If it takes on, okay, yeah. Okay, we do have... I'm actually quite curious what's the next move of Aztec. He did manage to get a flight. That means he also discovered balloons, for example, which is quite important when you're actually playing with artilleries. I do see he's starting to put down railroads with the help of his military engineers, and creating a network towards the north is going to be quite important. The biggest issue is this, by the way, this 1311 tile of Bologna. He can't move through it. That's a problem, right? This is a city state of his ally, and you can't move through city states of your allies, so he's going to need to embark all of those units and then disembark one next to the city of Leeds, where he is going to continue forward with railroads here. It does look like Congo is also preparing his upcoming production here, while Alpha G is on 366 production. We do have Boubsho on 313, and it does seem like at the moment Alpha G did keep his science up with 263, what Boubsho did lose quite a bit of it because he was in a free inquiry, 185. And there we go, moment of truth. Let's see the World Congress. No +5 World Congress, that's fine, you know, that's fine, that's fine. Let's go for minus this, let's go for minus this, and minus this. Okay, there we go. Yes. What a weird mechanic. Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. So I guess we got 2 minutes, guys. We got 2 minutes of pause until they finish the World Congress. Bam! Okay, let's see. Oh, wait, we got Hungary actually moving in towards Kinshasa. That's not going to work that well. Let's see the World Congress. What do we have? I did notice we did have the right team. ProjectConquerors actually thinking quite a bit more about what their choices will be. Lotaro getting -4. Oh, that actually hurts Kongo Mbande quite a bit. We do have Mbande also getting that diplomatic victory. I guess this is what keeps them alive. That's a victory condition for them. And it looks like they did put an all into this 1, 11, 11, 10, 10. Okay. I see also the AI did good. Okay. Oh, no. It's fine. It's fine. They actually put into military city-states, trade city-state. It's fine. It's still that one kick. Lol. Let's see, 500 production on Aztec. We do have, yeah, the MeuhMeuh over here, 427 production at the moment from what I do see. But still, it's very good. By the way, this is pre-shipyard production also. He's going to get these harbors to work for his production as well with +5 harbors. He's also getting Namadol for that extra culture that he needs. And I was saying, man, this is going to be so important on the Aztec to actually get that going. We do have him getting the lighthouses. I see Reina getting in Hunza. That's gonna give him a bit more gold if these traders are actually going that way. While you see the preparation of these knights to the north, these are going to be upcoming tanks in the next part of the game, but he does need to get the bombards going, and you can see he's trying to pre-build as many as possible from his cities so he can be sure that he's going to take down cities quickly enough to overwhelm any kind of Congo defense. Those artilleries also, especially with balloons, work very well against defensive units, especially if you have the balloons, because they can shoot from further away, which will help it out quite a bit to take out a unit. We only have 7 out of 20 diplo points for Boubsho, just like Baralov is telling me to check this out. You do require to actually try to get a goal, one of those victory conditions going. You actually you are required to go for the wonders. You're going to need Statue of Liberty, you're going to need the Potala Palace, which is being tried to be built here in Mbande. Usually you do want to get a religion as well, to try to get Mahabori Temple for an extra 2 points. Every point counts here, and I gotta say it doesn't look like they're gonna be that far in the tree. We do have Hungary also managing to get another tile here, the stone tile pillage, while I do see he is pushing out Congo on the west side. Auckland got deleted finally. The Congo units did manage to make quick work of that city center, even with the awesome defense it had. The last move, first move of the frigate, actually looks like it won the day there. And we do have Congo putting the parking shots to defend against these hussars, and you can see the hussars do have a problem attacking into those tiles. While yeah, there is a general here, we do have Timur. Wait, hussars are wait a second, aren't they industrial? Oh, they are industrial. Okay, never mind. So that's not going to work. Kick W. That's why it was standing there. I just noticed this is Timur. This is not the correct one. You would need an upcoming one, which I'm guessing he's making points for. He's on 15 great general points at 10, so he's gonna get the Renaissance Industrial one quite soon. He's actually 2 turns away from getting it with 130 points acquired till now. Let's see on Gran Colombia. Gran Colombia still making the points of gold, 165 points of gold. He's sending a few courses for scouting purposes towards the north here, and also Hungary is trying to poke a little bit of at Mapuche and not allow him to actually get that economy going. Whoa, 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 whoa! I just noticed what's happening on Exvupur. We got minus 44 gold per turn from Exvupur. This is going to be a significant problem for them. They do have a decent amount of gold banked up on GoodShoot that he can give out to his ally over here, but this is a problem. They need to fix this economy as soon as possible, and you can see Boubsho is not going to have enough gold, or it is running the risk of not having enough gold to upkeep an army when he's going to be forced to defend himself, while Hungary still pokes at him from the south here to try to take a few units here and there and force, of course, Congo to react to this. There's a big, massive, big, hunky, bulky army from Alpha G getting ready in the city of Leeds. We do have cuirassiers, more cuirassiers coming out, more encampments being put down, military academies. I've seen them finish over here in multiple encampments when he's gonna actually discover refining. If he didn't yet, he is gonna get the advantages of getting that oil per turn, and yeah, he did manage to get the refining over here. Very nice, very nice. Oh, somebody put down Statue of Liberty. Where? Oh, in Jerusalem. So he's trying to do it. Oh my god, he's trying to do that in the face of his opponent. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure they noticed Alpha G does have 1,000 military strength, so it's not, you know, it's not unknown, or should not be unknown, that he's gonna attack somebody. I'm not saying it's Congo. but there's a very good chance it's Congo, you know. Just saying. I mean, you can even see through the fog of war. I can actually put this up over here. You can even see through the fog of war the railroads being built towards you. You know, when you are in a situation like this and you see something like this and you see the numbers, you can put 2 and 2 together and you're gonna figure out exactly what's gonna happen in the next turns. Now we do have Congo trying to get the military academies going for himself. It looks like in the tech side here he is 2 turns away from getting his own steel technology, and of course that is gonna probably make irrelevant these field cannon attacks against his city centers, which is good, and also the line infantries. But at the same, but that's not gonna stop the artilleries. Artilleries with balloons, we're just gonna eat those cities alive. On this side though, in the yield stamp, we do have Exvupur going slower, minus 54. Man, how low can you go? I guess in this case we're gonna see some are we gonna see some negative record breaches over here? Maybe. We do have Hungary coming up with more pillages. He's trying to move one of his hussars in the main cities of Gaul. Maybe he's gonna manage to take a few of these yields again. But I guess the hussar at the moment doesn't have that much strength, and Gaul did manage to get to his core ability, coring up a few units to make them stronger. And one of his spiking shots will be more than able to take out the hussars. The problem with the spiking shots is its movement. It's not really it's not really that maneuverable. Also 132 GPT on, yeah, that is a problem on Salt, Chili and Pepper, a big problem over here. On the other side, ProjectConquerors don't have that problem. Actually, on the contrary, they are swimming in gold with 157 on Cemetaire. So the MeuhMeuh is 258, Alpha G is 213, and JackTheRipper on 163, even with a big army being fielded. So very, very good result there. Now we're gonna see the Aztec. Aztec Filippo Brunelleschi. Okay, is this gonna be CC time? Okay, let's put up a poll over here. Will SCP concede after loss of Statue of Liberty, SOL, right? Yes, no, kicked up. We got a few more minutes to go, and I gotta point out Kongo was trying to get that going. He does have 11 turns to build in the city of Jerusalem, and he doesn't have that much time to actually get everything going. He's trying to get to recruit Gustav Eiffel, and he is a few projects away, but he has so many things other to build that I'm actually quite concerned he's trying to build this one out. Now on this side, of course, you've seen Aztec production. He's already on 535 production. He did manage to recruit Filippo Brunelleschi, and with the help of that great engineer, he's 2 turns out from Statue of Liberty, finishing up in his territory. I also want to point out, Mausoleum with Halicarnassus did give him an extra charge on Filippo, so that definitely helps. Venetian Arsenal getting built in Chalco. One other thing I definitely want to point out, they don't have control of the seas because they kind of gave it up from the draft phase. Yeah, they did give it up on the draft phase because England was the first pick, if I remember correctly, and then nobody from their opponents got navals. We do have later on in the games the abilities of the players to actually get nukes, which can be shot from the seas with the help of nuclear submarines, and man, those just pop every one of those cities. And you can see the majority of the lands of Congo, for example, are in nukeable range. I believe they can actually reach Bakuvu and Mupinda over here from the coast. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cities can be taken out 7 cities can be taken out quite easily with the help of those nukes. Yeah, we do need to see also I would say retraining of the armies of Hungary. He's going for Forbidden City coming up in 4 turns, and I do want to ask you, okay, there we go. He's gonna get the benefits of an extra policy card to use, which is gonna be quite nice in his empire. That's an extra wildcard policy slot. if I'm not mistaken. Okay, Alpha G starting to upgrade some of his cuirassiers, calling them up. Got the artillery on the front line, bringing some more military equipment over here. Getting cuirassier corps built from multiple cities for those upcoming tanks. And in the tech side here, he is 1 turn away from getting combustion. Quite important to get that going. He's also going to want a general, so he's doing in camo training projects, and we can actually see England could have recruited the last one, but he passed it, and I do see Mapuche is probably gonna have dibs on the next one, which is the relic one. They don't want Jeanne d'Arc. He doesn't want a Renaissance industrial one. He wants industrial modern, giving bonuses general. Okay, let's see. Where is Aztec at? Where's your... Wait, whoa, Statue of Liberty got built and nobody flinched. Okay, nobody flinched, man. They're not stopping. We got Tearty here with 230 science. We do have Exvupur 197 science, GoodShoot 196, Boubsho 182. The biggest problem is that economy. They can't really they don't really have the big numbers to upkeep an army, and it looks like, I'm sorry guys, yes, I know you voted yes, but it looks like they're not gonna concede right meow. Maybe the discussion has started in their chat over here, in the voice chat, and maybe they are thinking of another plan to actually overcome their opponents here. It is going to be hard though, very hard for Boubsho when those tanks are going to breach his defenses. He will need to react swiftly, and I'm not seeing that big of an army as I would have expected. Look at that one. Yes, Heinig, this is amazing. This is so good. This, right? The stone tile in the middle. Yeah, it never got swapped. Unfortunate. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Give me a second. What? Antonius, hello there, sir. Welcome. I missed you too. I miss being here. Yes, me too. We do have more spies coming up from the cities of Hungary. I'm sorry for the pause over there, and did need to respond to a few. Oh, I see what's going on. Laneros coming up from Cumana. We do have quite a few of them being prepared over here to go into the boats and then reach the shores of Mapuche from the south, from where he's not expecting. He does have some scouts in the water trying to figure out if there is going to be some form of an attack over here. While I'm pretty sure he notices that the military strength of Cemetaire is going up higher and higher. We do have also production buildings being prioritized here in Gran, Colombia, getting the shipyards going, getting the factories going. He is gonna benefit from quite a few advantages. Still doesn't have nearly as close as the production of Tearty, 354 versus 261. Now we do have also Aztec managing to get to 560, while Exvupur is on 507. He's managing to stabilize a little bit his economy with only -7 compared to the -55 that he had earlier. That is a significant improvement. And of course, he's trying to build up more commercials, getting more markets in them for those extra trade routes. He's sending them to Congo so they can trade and get as many benefits as possible. We do have Hungary getting some culture going, some theater squares I see, and training projects coming up from him, as well as universities is growing steadily higher and higher. Okay, Gaul is gonna have Gustav Eiffel next. I do see Congo also getting up there quite quickly. Should be fine, should be fine. So, okay, so we're waiting for this to happen. We do have England coming in with artilleries from the south already. Tanks are how to say, are getting upgraded, and you do see the tank wars do two-shot cuirassiers, even cuirassier corps quite easily. We don't have that many units coming up from Congo. Did he lose a few or something, or did he core them up and just the numbers are not right anymore? One other thing, you can see the railroad did get built until the road connection to the former city, which made the connection on the how to say, on the river as well. You can see the little tiny bridge over there. It's going to allow these tankers to actually move in quite quickly. They can move in now actually on the units of Congo. I'm pretty sure it would be much more useful to actually wait for the last moves to go in there. The tanks don't do that much damage against the city centers at the moment because of the steel wall defenses of 300. Now I'm pretty sure those artilleries are going to walk in and do the initial damage. Okay, that's one, that's two, and that's three. Boom, one unit goes down, and Boubsho is realizing what's going to happen to his armies and cities in the upcoming turns. Alpha G is moving in with his tank corps and his artillery corps towards his opponent's city, while we do have a balloon being bought over here in the city of Leeds. More upgrades, more artilleries are on the way, and you do see that England makes a line of units, Congo line of units coming up from his capital city of London towards his front line. Now I don't believe he can actually move. Wait, he needs to move Rani, right? Rani Lakshmibai. He did manage to recruit one of those modern bonuses giving generals here in the industrial modern era unit general. That's good, but he needs to move out. I believe he needs to move out the balloon, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, never mind, it's fine, I'm mistaken, it's fine. I don't know why I was just thinking it's not a civilian, it's a support unit, not a civilian unit. Got it. Okay, we do have art museums coming up from Tervana. Okay, factories, art museums, Exvupur here, getting the banks going for his economy, while they're gonna lose their biggest gold generator, Boubsho. Not to mention, looking at his available options, it's gonna be extremely hard for him to get Safety City out. And after, you can see what's gonna happen, right? After Congo dies, the one coming up next is Mapuche. Ooh, Llaneros! Llaneros in the water, boys. We got 2, 4, 6, 8 of these Llaneros trying to go into Mapuche's land. We're going to need to see if they're going to be fast enough to actually disembark there. Oh, they're coming in. They're moving in. They're revealing themselves to Tearty. This is a concentrated attack timing against their opponents here, and you can imagine the mental pressure right now on SCP is going to be quite strong. We don't have any kind of military coming up from Mapuche to defend his eastern border. He was not expecting a disembarkment attack on Wentemapu, and now he's going to pay the price for that. We do have the English attack moving in towards Kabasa. He's going to start pillaging quite a few tiles before he's going to start moving in to delete the city. These artillery corps are starting to get the benefits of running Lakshmi by getting that extra movement point on them, and of course the balloon is coming up for the range. We need to see how fast they're going to manage to chew through these cities, but I do believe by that look of the encampment, it's going to be fast, guys. This looks like it's gonna be fast. Commander Keen, hello there, sir, and welcome. Also, by the way, amazing cake. If you, oh my god, I'm not sure if you guys watched my Discord, but Commander Keen made a cake. Ooh, oh my god, look at this juicy one. Don't you love it? Let me see. Let me see. Where is it? I need to click button. Cake. Amazing, and we got a GG, the cherry on top of the cake. GG, Menashu Koblik. Indeed, they will say the GG. Llaneros push them over the edge over there, and it looks like with the tanks of England going against his opponent, Boubsho was not able to withstand the attack. We did have Hungary managing to stayed safe between three opponents. He did manage to counter properly the attack from the Malnorators, while he did manage to push and take over cities from his opponents far away and close range. This means Project Conquerors gets this point in this week. We do need to see what they're gonna do over here in the post-game chat. I do want to see where they're actually getting this going, and I gotta point out this is a CivFR community. Of course, there's gonna be a lot of talk in French. We're gonna need to have the patience to wait for some English timing, you know. So let's go in, let's see what they have to say, and of course if you want to have how to say, ask some questions, just feel free to do so. GG, well
Mec,
played.
t'es quand même en train de te plaindre que tu t'es fait raser au clan alors que t'as au clan toute la gamme et Nanmadol et Freesim avec un setup de trade direct sur un mec. C'est assez tiltant quand même.
Alors, tu sais que Nanmadol, on l'a vu tour genre 70.
Ah ouais, ça c'est votre problème, il est au-dessus de votre hongrois. Qu'est-ce
Oui,
que.
mais ça, on l'a vu genre tour 70.
Ouais.
Mais au
Avec
clan.
Nanmadol au clan, quand tu
Ah,
joues une
mais.
civ navale,
Non,
c'est
mais.
une
Non,
dinguerie.
non mais good, si je n'ai pas au clan, je n'ai pas de game. Vraiment.
Ouais,
Oui,
mais
il a pas de game.
si Auckland elle sort pas les murs tour
Ah oui, mais
30,
putain.
alors
Ah,
cette pute. Hein.
Ah, mais franchement, tu me mets pas Auckland pendant les 50 tours que je l'ai, je suis full IRL.
Ouais,
Je n'ai aucune
je
prod.
l'ai pas laissé, hein. J'ai fait une galère instantanément pour aller la raser, elle a
Ah,
sorti les
je
murs
d'accord.
direct.
Ah, mais j'ai vu et j'ai pris Auckland pour qu'elle fasse ça. Hein.
J'étais un peu déçu. Et puis, quand tu la lèves une fois, tu perds la
Ouais.
levée.
Et genre, je la
Et
relève une
il y a
fois.
4 catapultes, frère. Dans quel monde tu vois une CS faire ça?
Jamais fait. Non, mais imagine, on va montrer. Imagine, tu me prends Auckland avant que je sorte mes suicides.
Ouais, mais ça, je peux pas prendre Auckland avant que tu prennes quoi que ce soit, puisqu'elle
Ah non, mais
décide
oui.
de faire les murs sur 35.
Et genre, je spawn ici, je me dis, ah, bah yes. Donc c'est moi la pute sur une île, quoi.
Ouais, mais t'es Vicky.
Non, je suis l'Aztec, gros.
Ah non, toi t'es l'Aztec. Ah oui.
Ah non, je suis l'Aztec, mec.
Ah ouais, t'es l'Aztec. Ouais. Bon, mais après l'Aztec, c'est correct sur l'eau.
Ah, mais je dis
C'est
pas le
pas ce qu'il y a
contraire,
de
mais
mieux, mais ouais, ton land, c'est pas fou, on est d'accord.
Ah bah,
Mais t'es
sans...
freesim. T'es
Ah,
totalement
mais...
freesim, ça
Ah
par
bah
contre.
oui. Mais au
Oui,
final, j'ai...
puis t'es frissime et puis t'as une Vicky qui vient direct, mais B2 qui vient sur ta mère, quoi.
Oui.
Donc bon,
Mais ce qui m'a sauvé, c'est surtout la Hunza. Hein.
oui. Ah bah
Vous
mec,
avez
Hunza,
je te donne une game, hein. Vraiment, je te donne une game. Hein.
Hunza tour 23 ou 24, je crois. Et ça va vraiment sauver ma game. Hein.
Ah, mais ça, on s'en est douté d'ailleurs. Hein, je l'ai dit aux teammates. J'ai vu ton militaire monter. On savait pas où t'étais. C'était sûr que c'était des galères que tu avais fait. On a vu une CS tomber. Bon, voilà, on savait.
C'est bon, c'est pas con.
Ouais, j'étais pas.
Can we speak in English maybe for Michael?
Yeah, it's
J'avais
good.
compris.
There are a few people on the stream that are how to say, translating what you're doing. Thank you.
If you
Okay.
have any questions or
Yeah, feel free to ask.
Why did you give up the naval from the draft?
I don't
Yeah.
was here, so ask my mate.
Because
Okay.
Gaul and Mbande is OP. We think it was better to take them too. And after all, they banned Didon. We thought about Alienor, but
Yeah.
I think it's too weak, and we were bait by the Mapuche. And after that, it's okay if Mapuche or Mbande is naval. Naval. But after that, we don't spawn naval, and this 7 seas was really big with ocean. It's
there is
so
one
disgusting for us.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was 2 big seas, and you are not
Yeah.
on one of them, and you
Yes.
are both.
And anyway, we saw the coast under me, and we think, oh yeah, we have maybe a coastal trade route, and no, Colombia is here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
but
fact.
in any way, we have 3 Civ don't like go on naval.
I
Gaul
think
and double Congo don't want
Mais,
to go on naval.
second
mais
Congo was a mistake.
même, franchement,
Yes,
après,
second Congo was a mistake for
vous,
me, but it's okay.
vous avez des bias navals, de toute façon, avec les Congos, non?
Non.
Enfin, vous n'avez pas de bias, vous pouvez
Non,
spawn
ils ont
naval.
moins,
il y a
ils ont
BS
moins
prop.
4, mais...
Ouais, non, mais même, ça peut être... j'ai déjà vu des Congos de naval qui spawn naval, en vrai, non?
Oui.
Oui, bah game 1, c'était un coup d'été naval.
Congo spawn a lot in the middle of the map.
Game 1, s'il y a quelqu'un sur ma mer, je le casse en deux. J'ai double poisson récif sur la cape, j'ai une tempo de fou
Non, mais
furieux.
la game 1, on la remap parce que on est tous séparés, genre. Vous avez tous le fond de la map.
Nous aussi, us too.
On
We
avait
were
Ouais.
separate and we had maybe one
Yeah, one
coastal
setup,
trade route with us.
but
But
it's too
after
hard
that,
to set up.
this map was unplayable, I guess. But
Yeah.
we had a shot on Hungary and then we were maybe rated by the prod high production.
You know that we see the thing that make us remake is that we see a Congo River between me and Jack, and we
Yeah.
said no.
Yeah. We take a draft to aggress you. I don't know how to say aggressive.
To be aggressive.
Ouais, you to be aggressive, and maybe we knew that we were maybe under some player in my team in war, and except Jack, and too bad Jack spawned in 3 of us, and you were literally big free sim.
3 of us plus Bologne, so
Yes, and
everyone
Yes.
is
no.
getting IRL.
D'ailleurs, why
Bon.
you go top 3?
Bah, là, en vrai, je pouvais avoir les tanks en même temps que toi si j'avais pas été faire les techs pour faire les diplos.
Ouais, mais j'ai pas compris pourquoi ouais. On n'a pas compris pourquoi vous avez focus les diplos alors que tu sais que enfin, genre,
Parce
t'es
que
mort en
c'était
fait.
notre seule chance de gagner.
C'est notre seule chance de gagner, mec.
Ouais.
On
Mais
a essayé.
en fait, c'est surtout que je pense que Boub, t'es mort avant que la diplo passe.
Oui. Bah,
Maybe
tu
has
vois,
an
je suis
escape plan.
dans un monde où je m'escape, enfin, tu vois, où on joue la diplo à fond, tu vois.
Oui.
And I think the big mistake we had is to not kill Bologne.
Et quoi qu'il arrive, vraiment la statue, j'ai lancé 2 tours et je l'ai fait en 2 tours.
Waouh, mais c'est...
Non mais
Heureusement, t'es free sim, bro, à l'aide.
Ouais.
C'est genre, à l'aide.
Parce que j'ai vraiment attendu que crée mon petit jet civil pour
Bah
aller
oui.
faire la statue, hein. Je m'en
Non
ai
mais
rien à
MeuhMeuh,
foutre.
c'était vraiment MeuhMeuh, il était dans son meilleur FF1, hein. Ça c'est
Ah, ça, sans enlever le mérite, vous avez gagné, voilà, bien
Ouais, c'est
joué,
ça,
mais
c'était
ça
vraiment bien
pouvait
joué, hein.
pas, ça pouvait difficilement être mieux pour vous. On va pas se mentir, il est suffisamment loin de nous pour qu'on puisse pas le déranger au
Bah,
début.
c'est surtout
mais en fait,
que moi, je
c'est
suis un
impossible d'aller
steamer,
le
hein.
déranger en fait, il est sur une île.
C'est surtout que moi, je suis
Non,
un
je parle
steamer,
pas de
hein.
ça, je parle du mec qui est au milieu de nous trois, gros. C'est
Ah
Jack.
oui.
C'est Jack, il m'oblige moi à aller sur Pike and Shot. Je peux pas grid directement sur l'arbre du haut. C'est pareil pour Exvu. Donc, et vous, pendant ce temps-là, vous pouvez faire tranquillement votre meilleur 10 de def et cliquer un dus dans le plus grand des calmes, en faire
Non,
1 million
bah,
de gold.
après, moi,
Mais ça, c'est
Alors
ça.
dis,
Bah oui, mais
vous, j'ai envie de
t'as-
dire MeuhMeuh. Parce que perso, moi j'ai sorti des poneys, genre j'ai cliqué port poney, hein.
Oui, mais yes. Mais
Lit-
oui, mais comme je l'ai dit, une des plus grosses erreurs, c'est de ne pas avoir tué Bologne. Et de
Oui.
ne pas avoir réellement pris le
Ah,
front, en
totalement,
fait.
totalement.
Ça,
En fait,
c'est parce que du coup, en fait, ça ouvre un front sur la Colombie, on va dire, enfin, minimum la Colombie et... Non,
Non,
pas du tout la
sur
Colombie,
Vicky,
sur une île aussi.
juste sur
Mais
sur
juste sur
Vicky.
Vicky, et Vicky, du coup, elle est beaucoup moins free sim, mais elle est pas protégée par
Non,
Jack,
mais
quoi.
c'est même pas ça, surtout qu'en fait, la game n'a pas du tout le même sens si Bologne meurt dès le début.
Bah oui, parce que là, déjà, vous avez une cité état bleu, c'est
Mais
pas ouf. Ça
c'est-
IRL complètement
Ah
boob.
bah
En plus,
oui.
après, du coup, il
Parce
y a les unités,
au
il y a
final,
les
avec une
boucliers.
cité à bleu, j'arrive quand même à monter en source, même si on n'a pas eu les savants. Parce que vraiment, j'étais en mode, tranquille,
Si
les savants,
on...
c'est dans longtemps, quoi. Et là, vraiment, on a regardé, ah merde, il y a les savants.
Pour le coup, si on deny les émissaires, il la reprend jamais, hein.
Ah
J'avais
ouais, je suis
vraiment
d'accord,
tous
hein.
mes
Mais
émissaires.
c'est pas ça, c'est nous, on avait besoin des routes parce qu'on
Et je
avait
dois aussi
besoin.
aller tuer Jérusalem.
Mais ça, je suis d'accord, faut qu'on tue tout le monde. Quoi qu'il arrive, faut qu'on
Mmh.
tue tout.
Après, je sais pas
Genre, Bologne, je pensais
si je
vraiment
sais pas
pouvoir la garder.
parce que Bologne, tu sais que c'est un moment j'ai failli la tuer, hein. J'ai failli faire la connerie, hein.
Mais c'est
J'avais
surtout...
3 poneys autour. Donc je sais pas si tu aurais réussi à la prendre, hein.
Bah oui, c'est ça aussi. La prendre, c'était super dur, hein. Parce elle est
Parce
de l'autre côté
que
de la
je la
rivière, il y a
défends, hein.
l'Angleterre qui est là et elle a 3 2 d'ailleurs toi tu as essayé de la raser du coup pendant que je la
Ouais, je sais pas.
prenais et tu as galéré
Ouais.
à la raser parce qu'il y avait des archers,
Et
des
oui, bah, il y a un poney qui s'est fait one turn.
Pas
je
mal.
l'ai vu.
Il y a un poney, il s'est fait one turn. J'étais là en mode: «OK, bon, bah, la CS veut» bon, OK, j'étais sur plaine inondable,
Mais
d'accord,
genre, Mahamani
mais
est à un tour de se mettre et il chope un marchand des émissaires et du coup il la reprend alors que j'avais mis 3 émissaires de plus que ce qu'il fallait pour la
ouais, ça je veux pas grand-chose.
je pense vraiment c'est juste on n'a pas fait attention à ça. Je pensais justement qu'il allait pas pouvoir la reprendre parce qu'il avait déjà beaucoup dans la valette, mais
Mmh.
Non, et après une fois que Jack a pris ta vie, j'étais en mode: «Bon, bah, c'est bon, je clique tank, c'est
puis bon,
fini».
Akkad aussi, hein, voilà. Parce qu'elle tombe pas sur Akkad, j'avais Balistique qui arrivait dans un tour.
Ouais, ouais, et en fait, une fois que je t'ai vu perdre de 52 stats d'un coup en perte de vide, j'ai fait: «C'était ta B2?»
Ouais,
OK, une fois que tu as perdu ta B2, je me suis dit: «Bon, bah, je clique tank les gars, c'est fini».
bah, parce qu'avec ça, tu vois, j'avais induit ses tanks assez facilement, enfin, je pense pas que je prends
Ouais, mais je pense que tu avais pas assez de pré-build par rapport à moi.
bah, ça, c'est encore parce que je fais potala, je fais, statue, je fais,
Ouais, c'est ça. Je pense que le play diplo, c'était pas le enfin, moi, je suis plutôt du
Mmh.
genre en mode: «Je survis et ensuite on voit comment on gagne la game». Mais
bah, là, c'était
mais bon,
déjà un peu perdu de base, donc
c'était
enfin,
déjà un
fallait
peu plus.
tenter un truc.
Ouais, ouais.
Bah là,
Non,
surtout
non.
que là, j'allais rusher labo et bah, derrière zoom zoom, hein.
Ouais, parce que lui, il m'avait boost, moi j'avais boost l'arbre du bas, ensuite, enfin avec Jack, on s'est boost l'arbre du bas. Enfin, j'ai boost
Moi,
l'arbre du haut. J'ai boost tout l'arbre du haut parce que, bah, par contre, j'avais une free inquiry de bâtard, hein. Mon land était pas ouf, mais j'ai une free inquiry de bâtard. Enfin, pas ouf, non, j'exagère, il était bon,
Tu
mais
un
il
split
était
ou pas?
pas non. Enfin, j'ai un split, mais sur une petite boudile, genre, tu vois, faut que j'aille poser,
Ouais, mais tu un split,
tu
quoi.
vois? Ouais, mais genre le split, c'est ma B6 ou B7.
Bon,
Tu
c'est
déjà
Tu
de
vois,
la
c'est
mer,
pas
mec. Oui, mais c'est un split.
oui, oui, oui.
Et tu un piou-piou taillé?
Ouais,
Ah
mais
oui, pas
vous
mal.
vous
J'ai pas vu
bloquez les
ça.
ports. Ouais, ouais, ouais. Ouais.
Ah ça,
Ouais,
c'est ça,
le
c'est très bien
blocage
les
de
ports,
porte,
ça.
c'est big
Ça,
aussi.
c'est bien, ça, c'est bien, ça, c'est big. Mais tu vois, par contre, ce qui me sauve, tu vois, c'est mon port +4, +4, +4, +4, tu vois? J'ai
Oui.
quasiment que des +4.
Mmh. Ah, il est pas
Mmh.
beau il est pas beau le piou-piou. Oh, tu sais,
Ouais.
après, entre +3 +4, ça change pas des masses, hein.
Parce qu'en vrai,
Ouais,
j'étais
ouais.
tellement bien dans la game, mais
Ouais, mais en fait, je
Mmh.
savais juste qu'en science, j'avais
Bon,
juste,
moi je vais vous laisser, je vous dis GG.
et tu sais que j'ai failli ne
Vas-y.
pas cliquer indus, hein. J'ai posé une seule zone indus, hein. Me connaissant, c'est grave, hein. J'ai posé qu'une seule zone indus une seule zone indus en cliquant indus,
ouais, mais si tu fais ça, Jack aurait probablement pas plutôt petit des trucs et tout, tu aurais dû artec tout, sûrement.
ouais, ouais. Oui, oui. Non, mais je pense que c'était gagné, c'était plus ou moins gagné à ce moment-là.
Bologne, ouais. Attends, je vais
Bah, je
voir les
pense que
émissions. Tu sais, une pause
Bologne
Bah, en
parce que
fait,
j'arrive pas à cliquer sur, voir, quels
Mmh.
marchands il y a. Merci.
Bologne a été MVP dans le game, hein, je pense.
mmh.
C'est ce qu'il a fait toute la
Ouais,
game.
après, tu
Si
vois,
on
il y a
retire
le
l'impact de Jack, oui, mais
Ah oui, non, mais clairement, mais l'impact, mais même mental, hein, c'est exactement ce qui se passe avec les ornithorynques, hein. Mentalement, tu te dis, c'est comme Jack, c'est comme un énorme joueur en face, tu sais pas qu'est-ce qu'il peut faire. Et Adratri
mmh,
m'avait dit exactement la même chose au débrief. Enfin, mentalement, au début de la game, tu te dis quand même que tu joues contre Jack, quoi.
mmh. Ouais, non, mais c'est sûr, hein. Mais je pense que, enfin, là, il a fait une grosse game, mais je pense que c'est
Non,
pas
non, 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 mec,
Il fait
il
une
est
très
réel
grosse
tout.
ah
game.
ouais, j'ai pas
Ah,
du tout trop
il a
bah, le
la...
truc, c'est
ouais,
particulièrement
il a fait une
parfait.
game de Hongrie.
C'est particulièrement parfait. La Hongrie, c'est fragile, mais il est trop loin pour qu'on le dérange véritablement sur les 40 premiers tours. Et du coup, il a le temps de se setup et après, ben, il grêle la map. On est tous obligés d'agir
Mmh.
de
Non, mais
manière
je suis d'accord.
tue pas, hein.
Oui, mais est-ce que c'est le pic Hongrie ou c'est pas que, tu vois, c'est pas que Jack, c'est aussi le pic Hongrie qui fait ça, quoi. Après,
Oui.
c'est juste le meilleur pic un des meilleurs pics de Jack, donc forcément
Ouais, ouais, non, bah, c'est la Hongrie sur Jack qui a
oui,
créé
voilà,
aucun
c'est ça.
problème. Mais
Ouais,
n'importe quelle Hongrie, là, elle aurait fait, pas forcément exactement la même chose parce que, on va pas se mentir,
non.
il est très bon. Mais là, c'était particulièrement parfait.
Mmh.
Malgré qu'il y ait un GZAT sur sa capitale, pour le colon B2 et B3 essayer de déranger,
Ça a
on n'a
rien
rien pu
changé.
faire.
Ça a rien changé.
Ça a rien changé, exactement.
C'est ce que je voyais entre mes tours, je regardais, et là, je me dis, mais en
Et
fait,
et
c'est...
on a été particulièrement pixel sur les personnages illustres sur tout le début de partie, que ce soit pour les, pour
Ah,
les,
même les
pour les
savants,
marchands ou pour les savants. C'est
Mmh.
juste que le positionnement est trop en votre faveur. Je pense que
ah oui,
juste au
clairement.
démarrage, c'est un 70-30. Et il faut qu'on
Mmh.
sorte sérieusement les doigts du cul pour réussir à la gagner. Et ben, on n'a pas réussi.
Après les savants, c'est juste que moi je suis second lobby, hein. Enfin, je suis après vous lobby, hein, sinon j'avais Newton, je
Ah
pense.
mais ça, c'est toutes les games, c'est comme ça, hein, gros.
Oui.
Okay, I'm gonna stop it here. Thank you everybody, by the way, for watching. I do hope you enjoyed the show. I do want to thank everybody for the follows also, and also the subscriptions. Much appreciated. Everything helps. I also want to say, if you are coming up from YouTube, don't forget to throw this a thumbs up and leave a comment down below if you actually have a question about the game or in general about the competitions. I also want to say my schedule for this week will need to be updated. I do want to see probably tomorrow what game we're gonna have, but I did see one from the wildcard tournament, so we might actually have that. And also on Wednesday, I'm gonna do my best to actually catch up as much as possible the days how to say, in the weekend, and hopefully we're gonna get going back as usual. Thank you so much for everything, everybody, and also thank you so much, GoodShoot, Big Fix, for everything. Much appreciated, sir, for also the translations. I guess we're gonna see each other in the next ones. Have a good evening, everybody, and of course I'm gonna raid somebody. Just need to figure out who. I think there's a new one on the block over here. We got a new content creator, guys. Good evening, guten Abend, Grozin. Bye bye.